Yo, what's happening, everybody? Appreciate you guys checking in. We back at it. We back at it on Sundays, man. We took a little bit of a hiatus, off season, everything, but we still hit you on Wednesdays. But now that games have started, obviously preseason was last Thursday. Had enough time to kind of break this thing down. We're going to take a look at some game film, but we're also going to just talk about this preseason game, kind of the good, the bad, the ugly, what we liked. We'll go over some winners and losers on offensive and defense. We're going to talk about really the biggest topic that everybody's trying to chop it up about, basically the defense, right? A lot of people were hyped up, but kind of, a lot of words out of training camp when it came to Tonka Hemingway, the D line, what it was going to look like. And I think everybody was kind of less than impressed with the performance. We're definitely going to break down the game film of that, but we definitely want to get your opinion as well. But then obviously the first drive of preseason, go down, score a touchdown, talk about that. But then obviously, we're going to talk about Fernando Mendoza and just kind of how he looked. Did he meet some of the expectations? Did he exceed it? We're going to chop it up about all that stuff. And so also some winners and losers. So we definitely appreciate everybody tapping in. Appreciate you guys rocking with us. Again, we back on this Sunday. If you guys don't know, I'm 805 Raider, Real Talk, Raider Nation. Got Chris, Protection Podcast on this side. Got the Severe Raider. If you don't know, we are in the Raider War Room on Wednesdays and Sundays, chop it up with y'all. So we definitely appreciate the viewers, the subscribers, the members, all that stuff. But if you guys do want to make a comment and get included, hit that sub button. We do a sub only chat just to show our appreciation to the subscribers. But we definitely appreciate everybody just popping in and viewing. So, all right, before we get it going, we'll hit up the chat in just a second. But gotta say what's up to my guys, man. Severe, I'm gonna hit you first. What's going on, man? How you feeling?
Feeling good, man. A certain player had a really good showing on Thursday, man. So and I'm not talking about Mendoza. I'm talking about another guy, a son of a future Hall of Famer.
Here we go. Here, you know what? Hey, Severe, you're done. You're done. We're going over this
already. Mute his mic already, man.
Throwing him out. He's throwing him out the club. Throwing him out the club.
Throwing him out the club. Chris, man, what's going on, man? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Tight end 2. My tight end 2 didn't quite show up like I thought, but I guess everyone else's tight end 2 had a little game. So, but it's all good. So, we got to hear Severe all day talk about his guy, and then it is what it is. Albert O got a couple more games to shine, baby. Get him a spot. But I'm good, man. Good. Glad to be back, man, and break down this film.
I did have a clip of Alberto. I'm not putting it up there. I'll put it up there. Just letting you know.
We're gonna be serving.
That's okay. It's okay.
Selling Herbalife by this time next year.
Hey, but he's been in the league this long. I don't know how, but hey, I don't care. Anybody but Mayor, man.
Anybody but Mayor. All right, cool, man. Appreciate everybody rocking. Again, do us a huge favor. Double tap that screen, hit that like button, hit the sub button. If you can, share it. We're going to do the breakdown of the game film towards the tail end, but we definitely want to get you guys' feedback and chop it up about this game before we hit you with some of that game film. But before we go get into it, Severe, if you want to do the honors, we definitely put some stars down in the chat if you want to say what's up to the chat, man.
Yeah, what's up? I'll say what's up to the chat. We'll start off with Cam Smooth.
The
Broncos fan, man. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you pulling up. Says, let's go. Y'all have a lot of decent players. Do you trust the coaches in their growth? Oh, and go the other team out there. We ain't gonna say the
other team,
but the other team that plays in Colorado. My guy Jeff says late. Yeah, man. Hey, that's my fault, man. I'm on CP time. Raider Paul says Raiders. I got this bot over on Twitch. Salute to you, Sprunkle. Hey, I don't know what you mean by get boosted, because that can go in a lot of different directions.
PeakyPie.com. If y'all click on that link, don't blame us. Don't blame us. Whatever happens to your stuff, it ain't got nothing to do with us.
My guy Emmanuel. That's what's good, boy? Fellas. We're good to you, brother. Jax Raiders. Are you Jacksonville? Or is it just Jax? Says salute to you. MC says gang. I'm gonna get down with my gang.
Gang.
TK says, what's good, fellas? What's good to you, brother? Alec M in the building. Raiders, we back. Puppy breaks.
Let's hope so.
You know, I remember a season we went 4-0 with Art Shell in the preseason. People were like, man, the Raiders. they finally figured it out. And we commenced to go 2-14 that year. So I'm not preseason's preseason. My guy Yaya says salute War Room and chat. Salute back to you, man. Always supporting. Edgar Sosa says nation back at you. Absolute Jerry lover. I don't know what Jerry you're talking about, but hello and hello right back at you. My guy Marcus Banks always supporting. Salute to you. My guy Rundown says I want to see this Pro Bowl Palomar performance that's keeping our second round pick off the field. You might not see Pro Bowl performance out of either one of them in their entire career. So, we shall see. We shall see.
We will. We got one more down below. We got Moon over Miami in here as well. Appreciate everybody rocking.
I see a few more.
What up, Moon?
Miami. I see a few more. Who's this? Cerebral. Is this my guy Egalitarian? It looks like the same logo, Egalitarian.
Maybe.
Raider says,
yeah, I think so.
The mod father himself, Mr. Daniel Kim.
DK.
Pigs. Salute to you. I think Canada, right? I think Pigs in Canada, right? All the way from.
I think he is.
From Canada, from the 51st state, according to our sincerest apologies. I would say that.
God damn it. Yeah, appreciate everybody rocking. Definitely go hit up our guy Rundown as well, man. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you pulling up. We're definitely going to take a look at Isaiah Palomau. I see another guy. What up, Art White, in the building as well. I saw a couple comments. Hold on. Let's see. I saw a couple. I'm going to make sure that
hey, Pig's Pig coming at you.
He is.
Hey, Pig's Pig coming at you.
It was ugly. I'll be honest with you. Like, you're gonna see Meredith at center, but I'm just sick and tired of what they're doing with them, because at the end of the day, and I'm not gonna show it either, because the moment they moved him to guard, we're gonna talk about it, then he looked at like the normal Jordan Meredith. But at center, yes, wasn't too pretty. And Jax, we're gonna go over the game film. Don't get me wrong. Mendoza did better than expected. We're going to talk about it, but I definitely have some stuff to show y'all that he definitely needs to improve on. But again, definitely exceeded some people's expectations. So, all right, we're going to get into it. Appreciate everybody rocking. Again, double tap the screen. Hit us up. We got one more. Loon in the building. What's happening, man?
Loon. Hey, Loon. Why you on? You having your pool party on Saturday for the opener?
He said he's moving. He's not doing it this year.
Oh, he ain't doing it? Okay.
Nah, I'm not doing it this year. Unfortunately. Last year was good until I decided to I bought a bucket of beers for everybody. And so I went over to the bar. I was like, yeah, let me just get a bucket of beers. Like, all right, cool. And they're like, oh yeah, okay. $85. I was like, what do I do? Do I get like 3 12-packs? It was literally a bucket of 5. I was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, whatever. Better enjoy these goddamn beers. Yeah, shout out to everybody. Appreciate you. We're gonna kind of get into this. Again, we're gonna talk about just kind of the preseason game, things that caught our eye, winners, losers, all that stuff. And then we're gonna break down some game film right after. We're going to hit you with the defense first, then we're going to move to the offense, and obviously we're going to break down the performance of Fernando Mendoza, but we're also going to take a look at that Mike Washington run, because that was definitely electric. A lot of people are talking about it. So let's get it up first. First and foremost, we're going to talk about the concerns. A lot of people, again, the hype out of training camp, a lot of the beat reporters, a lot of the reports coming out saying Tonka Hemingway was looking like an absolute beast. We definitely have some game film on that, but didn't really translate too much to Thursday, right? That preseason looked like the running backs, for the most part, kind of did what they wanted to, gained a lot of yards on the ground, just did not look as locked up as maybe some of us wanted it to look. And so first and foremost, let's talk about, are you just concerned about the defense after that first preseason game? Chris, chat, let me know. Let us know in the comment section. Chris, I'm going to throw it to you first, man. Do you have concerns as to just kind of what it looked like? And I believe, God, was Jacoby Brissett almost perfect when it came to completions?
He was
perfect. Yeah, I think they were perfect up until like halftime, weren't they?
Past halftime, I say, like,
was it past halftime? Yeah, so it was crazy. But yeah, they definitely both was perfect. But yeah, I
think Minshew just had a really good day too. So overall thoughts, man. Chris, are you concerned or not?
Well, I mean, just like I told people, I always had my concerns anyway, just because I didn't know, if I really wanted Robbie as our defensive coordinator, but I'm still pumping the brakes and just see what's going on. But I definitely am concerned with up front. I think that the linebackers will be okay, at least our starting linebackers. And the depth piece, I'm sure we'll talk about that. And I hope Coach Jamba Juice is around, but he probably hiding in the bushes somewhere. But no, yeah, like I was really concerned with there was no push up front, man. That was very concerning because you would think, man, these guys, it's their first opportunity to kind of, go heads up against someone wearing a different uniform. You don't have to really hold back at all. Like you would think they would be fired up, man. I just saw no burst off the line. The motor that we was expecting from Tonka and some other guys just didn't see it. They weren't flying to the ball. A lot of leaving a lot of gaps. Just didn't. And again, it's still early, so I'm not really tripping too much. But I want to see a lot of that cleaned up. For one, I want to hear about it in joint practice. A lot of that's going to be cleaned up, and then I want to see it in the second game as well.
100%. It's a big game, a big week. It's a big week as it relates to just joint practice against Houston. So, but maybe the report's coming out. We can take it for a grain of salt. Severe, man. Thoughts on the defense just initially? Good, bad, concerns, or just week one?
I'm not too concerned. First thing, the Cardinals already had a preseason game the week before, so they were a little bit more prepared for game type situations. And also, like we're running super vanilla schemes, super basic stuff. We're not doing any disguising. There's no simulated pressure. Like we're not doing anything that's going to like really be confusing, especially for veteran quarterbacks like Brissett and Minshew, right? Those guys have been in the league for a long time. If they know what you're going to be running, they're going to do pretty well because that's just what they're able to see a defense and there's no disguising, so they're going to be able to make the right reads, know who to key on and all that stuff. So and Kubiak already talked about we were playing a lot of man. It's leaving the corners out there on islands, and playing man is a tough thing to do, especially for these young guys that haven't done it at the NFL level. So I'm not too concerned. The front seven, outside, the front, well, yeah, really the front four. The linebackers I think look good, especially Quay. Quay was probably, not even probably. Quay was by far the best player on defense.
Quay was bad, man.
I think Teron looked all right, but yeah, the front four was a little bit concerning. Outside of later in the game, we saw Cian Sloan and Patrick Johnson, but we're hearing about guys like Tonka. Where you at? You got a third round pick. That's supposed to be all motor. People compared his motor to Max, bro. I saw you gassed in the third quarter, hands on your hips, like you about to do the Macarena. Like what's going on here? So. I'm concerned about up front, but Max wasn't out there, so we shall see. Like I said, they didn't have a preseason game, and the Cardinals did. So let's see how this Houston practice week goes and the Houston Texans game go.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of piggyback off of kind of what Chris said. Right, I that was my biggest concern going into this year was whether or not Robbie Leonard was the right choice for defense coordinator. Right, when you hire your head coach at the last. The very last spot of 11 there's 11 head coaching vacancies, I think it was, and everybody already hired their coaches, and the coaches got a head start on getting their coordinators. The natural selection kind of felt like it was Robbie Leonard because he had history with this roster. And so when Clint Kubiak has such a late start on kind of getting into this roster, at the end of the day, maybe Robbie Leonard could just help him get a jump start. So did he do a good job with our defensive line? Absolutely. I think he developed the defensive line well. I think he got great rapport with the locker room and the players, but does that translate into into a defensive coordinator? Now, I love the fact that you go to kind of like a pseudo 3-4, right? We knew that if we don't get a true nose tackle, then it's not going to be like a true 3-4. You're going to be basically running overs and under fronts and more even alignments on the defensive line. So, but with Robbie, you're going to be very, very you're going to be very vanilla. That's what it is. You know, Severe, like you said, Clint Kubiak came out and said, we just played man. We played a cover one man with a safety on top, and we just want to see what our guys can do. So if it's really that simple and basic, then not surprised that we just didn't perform as well. Now, mind you, when it comes to stopping the run, right? Stopping the run, it's technique, it's discipline, but also it's a mentality. Like if you want to stop the run, you're going to get down and go hit somebody.
Yep.
And so, you know, but it also has a lot to do with discipline. We're going to break down the game from a little bit. So I'm going to give Robbie Leonard time. Also, got to take into consideration, this is the first time Robbie Leonard has ever called plays in the National Football League as a defensive coordinator. So he's got to work his own kinks out. You know what I'm saying? So he's got to understand what he's looking at. How does he communicate on the sideline as a defensive coordinator? Where is he getting his information from? How does he digest it? And then once he gathers that information, how do you disseminate it to the team? Right. And so he's got to work out his kinks, and that's what preseason is for. So as much as we have young players, rookies, and stuff like that, trying to figure things out, game one, week one of preseason, Robbie Leonard is going to have to do the same thing. So I'm going to give him some time. We'll see how it works out. But again, like I said, not sure if Robbie Leonard was exactly the guy that Clint Kubiak wanted, given the fact that we hired him on so late in the cycle. And so, again, we'll see kind of how it works. Got a couple more people popping in. What up, Jay? What's going on, man? Good seeing you in here. Chill Ray in the building. What's going on? Let's see. Pigs, yo.
Yeah.
God.
Let him take Herons.
God, what Ian Sloan, right?
Yeah.
He's a couple more reps. What up, Jang Singer? What's going on, man? How you doing, big dog? Man.
Am I better now?
The what?
No, I think you said my mic. I think you're saying.
Oh yeah, you good now?
You're
good now.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure.
Man, just saying, I was all over the place that preseason game, man. It's too bad we couldn't link up kind of after we did right when the game started, man. But it was good to see you that day, 100%. Let's see, we had another one. What up, Twan? Saw you too, man. Appreciate you rocking. Good seeing you. Ruben in the building as well.
New Papa Ruben Russ, man. Everybody send your congratulations to Ruben Russ, man.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Salute, man. Congrats, man. Congrats.
Man. Now the fun starts. Good luck. Good luck. I got 3. It's fun times.
I got 4.
So all right. Again, we're gonna break down some game film. So let's kind of get into the offensive side just a little bit. Let's show the first drive. What's your opinions? Right? Kirk Cousins, he went out there, they drove down the field, he threw the ball around, he was able to kind of get the ball where he wanted to for the most part. We saw a little bit of Genty. We saw Mike Washington Jr. get a couple carries in that first drive, but ultimately it ended with a Michael Mayer touchdown. Looked fairly smooth. So, Chad, let me know what your thoughts are on that first drive. Do you think that's something we might see kind of towards the start of the season, or do you think that this offense is very vanilla, still has a long way to go? So, Severe, I'm going to throw it to you first this time. Thoughts on that first drive? How did it look? How did it feel to you?
First drive felt and looked pretty good. I will say, that I want to say the first throw to Jack Bech, Will Johnson was he was playing like between two guys.
Yeah,
Will Johnson was ready to jump that thing. It was a heck of a catch by Jack Bech. I give him mad props for that because Will Johnson was sitting on that thing and he was baiting Kirk to throw it. Kirk took the bait, and fortunately Jack Bech was able to bail him out. So, but first drive was solid. Genty had 3 carries on that drive. I think he went 3 yards and 10 yards, and then 3 yards or 3 and then 10. Yeah, so the last one was
16 yards, I think.
Yeah, the last one was a 10-yarder. Offensive line looked like it protected Kirk pretty well. We did get we're fortunate to get a penalty that I think I want to say that gave us a first down in one situation, but Kirk spread the ball to a few different receivers. The only person that didn't get a catch was Naylor, I want to say. Trey Tucker had a catch, Jack Bech had a catch, Michael Mayer had the touchdown. The only person that really didn't get involved was Naylor. Obviously, Alberto, but I think it was a crisp drive. It was a crisp drive, man. The offense looked like won't say not like it's in midseason form, but you can tell that Kirk is comfortable with it. He has command of it, and he was precise and pretty accurate for the most part as well.
Yeah, 100%. Or White man, you're saying we're not even touched the first level of this offense. Lots of work to do. Jen Sling, you're saying the best part of the first series was that it was reasonably efficient, and that it was without Brock. So what up, Jason? What's going on, man? Chris, I'm gonna throw it to you, man. Thoughts of just that first drive. What was your feeling?
Yeah, man, a lot of the same things, man. Like, I think Kurt looked comfortable more than anything. Like, honestly, he looked more comfortable, running this than anything that we've seen him and the Falcons. I just think he, I think he has a good relationship with Kubiak. And again, veteran quarterbacks like that, when you know what the defense is going to try to do to you, kind of how to attack it and where to attack them at. And I think that Severe made a good point, but that one throw towards Will Johnson, to be honest, the way that Besh kind of like put his body, like he kind of cut Will off,
Yeah.
And he held on to it, but yeah, that could have been something nasty. But no, but overall, man, I think it was actually good to see because we're under center like expected. You saw some shifts, you saw some motions, you saw some of that stuff early on. And for what I wanted to see out of that first drive, they gave it to me. So, I had no issue there. Michael Mayer, he did his thing, finished it off. I ain't mad at it. So, I was good. What I saw, I was pleased. They went down there and did what they had to do. So,
yeah, for me, and I'm with you. So I was actually when the start of the game happened, I was walking around near the torch. I saw Raider Twan, shout out to him. So say what's up to him. So we stood up there for a second, was chopping it up, and we're watching. I was standing next to Nate and Fu Chris, and as soon as Kurt released that ball to Besh, and I saw Will Johnson coming downhill, I was like, oh,
man,
shit.
Yeah, because he would have housed that thing. He would have housed that thing.
Sure.
Yeah, but and y'all wouldn't have heard the end of it. Y'all wouldn't have heard it if he did. Oh man, y'all wouldn't have heard
we took Besh instead of Will Johnson. Or we traded back and they took Will Johnson in front of us.
Yep.
So like I was on that side of the torch where the throw was, so I saw a perfect view, and I saw Will Johnson because he was just baiting him because he was basically he let the receiver go. He was just waiting for a little bit of an out route, and I thought it was going to be a house call. But Besh, shout out to him, did a good job of just kind of taking his back to the defender. Yeah. So good job. But with Kirk Cousins, I think, and Severe, I think you just mentioned it. He's been in this league for so long. I wasn't surprised as to what it looked like. It's going to be a very vanilla offense as well. You're not going to show a whole lot. But the best part about preseason for a veteran quarterback is what you see pre-snap is most likely going to be what post-snap looks like. And so it's just a catch and throw thing for Kirk Cousins. You're not going to see zone blitzes. You're not going to see the safeties rolling over too much and trying to jump an inside route. It's just very vanilla. So they walked in there. I think Kubiak did a really good job with the spacing on the offense. I was gonna clip a couple of them, but I didn't want to spend 9 hours on game film. But I think what Clint Kubiak did, especially on the Trey Tucker pass, when Kirk Cousins threw the ball to Trey Tucker, he motions Trey Tucker over the slot, but Jalen Naylor was lined out so wide that basically it essentially turned it into a one-on-one with Trey Tucker. So Jalen Naylor just kind of ran a streak up the sideline, and because there was so much room and spacing between the linebacker Trey Tucker and the rest of the defense, it was basically just a choice route for Trey Tucker. You could break in or out, and Kirk Cousins is going to throw it to you. And so I think they did just a really good job of just the spacing, getting their one-on-ones, getting the matchups, and ultimately ending with a really good touchdown by Michael Mayer. And for what it's worth, we need Michael Mayer to really perform this year if we're going to find any success on offense. And so for him to kind of get started that way, I'll give him that credit. So shout out to him. Let's see, get a couple questions up in here. Let's see, Ruben, you're saying, is it concerning that Bowers actually played that first drive? or I don't know if it was just 1 or 2 plays, but now he's not practicing.
He
I
didn't
know
play
that
at all. I don't think, did he?
I don't think he played at all, but I know he sat out this practice, and I believe Clint Kubiak said it's for personal reasons. What that means, have no clue. So we'll see just kind of how it plays out. Chris, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, I'm not worried about Bowers, man. Bowers is all ball. So yeah, no concerns there. I just hope everything's okay. He seems like a guy that's not gonna be just out taking mental reps or anything like that. Like he's gonna be out there if he can. I know he just got engaged. But I doubt he would miss anything for that. So yes, I don't know. It's surprising, but one thing for sure, Bauer's gonna be ready, week 1. So there's zero concern there. So he's whatever's going on, I think it'll work itself out. So I'm not even tripping about him. He's the least of my concerns.
Yeah, Severe, any concerns on that from your end?
I don't know, man. Personal reasons. I know about tight ends missing time for personal reasons. I don't know. Look, I don't know, guys. I don't know. All right, I don't speculate. All right, I don't. Maybe we need to call Dr. Harley Quinzel to make sure he hasn't been admitted. I was just saying.
You got Lake Show in the building. What's going on, man? Appreciate you. Ruben, you bring up a good point because it's actually something I said when I went live with Jay, his Saturday morning show. Shot to him. We were able to chop it up a little bit about the preseason. And he said the out route to Tucker on the right side of the field was also a ball that could have been a 6 the other way if the DB played the ball, not the man. Watching it live, but then also watching it kind of replaying, going over the game film, stuff like that, you can kind of see that was Kirk Cousins' arm just not having the zip that you want on an out route that's going to the field side. The field side is the wide side of the field. It just didn't have the zip on it. Obviously, it was a little bit low. If Kurt has to make that throw where he's just a little bit off balance, or if he's off his back foot, if there's pressure in his face, like there's just not the zip on the ball that you really want. And it's not surprising that he's a 38-year-old quarterback. So I think that's going to be very interesting as the season goes on as to whether or not that's going to hurt us in the regular season. So, but that is a good point to bring up. So Jen Sanger, it was good to see Jack doing what he can, blocking dudes like an undersized tackling dummy and getting contested first downs with a strong hand approach. Also, I don't even know who that is. Mike Washington. I think that's what you're saying. Let's talk about it for a quick second. And I actually had it up. Jack Besh does. He comes out and he shows up. We're going to get this one in really quick. Guys, I know that there was a lot of people that did like Jack Besh. I think, all three of us kind of on this panel, we were very, very skeptical. I think all of us felt like it was a pretty big reach to go get Jack Besh. And we also were very pissed off that there was potential Jacoby Myers replacement, which ultimately it looks like it was. But he did show up. Jack Besh had a good day. It was good to see him get involved. So guys, let me know what your thoughts are on Jack Besh. Do you think this is who you thought he was? Do you think it's a kind of wait and see moment? Do you think no, not so fast. And so Chris, I'll throw it to you first, man. Thoughts of Jack Besh and his performance?
It's definitely not so fast for sure, but I will say, like my thoughts on Besh is so low, like as far as like my expectations. So like him catching the ball, especially on Will Johnson, I'm like, Jesus. And then, he scored again, it's preseason and there's certain things we want to see. But he played well and not only just, catching the ball, but he was blocking. So he did pretty good, man. So, I'm one of those people, I'm very skeptical of him, but I'm gonna call it out like when I think that he did pretty well. So I'm not upset at anything that I saw, from that standpoint. I think he played a solid game. I want to see him continue to develop from that and build off of that. Hopefully, again, we hear some good reports about him having a good week, especially with the joint practice, and want to see him stack that and have a good game with on Thursday, for the preseason against Houston. So again, glad I saw what I saw, but I'm not convinced of him as of yet, but I am going to give him his flowers as he has one good preseason game.
Yeah, Severe thoughts?
Yeah, I'm just definitely much like Jack Besh himself. This is a not so fast moment. I'm not. Look, it was good. I would say, look, we already talked about Kirk Cousins, right? The first throw, he bailed out Kirk Cousins on that throw. There's another throw, his second catch, he bailed out Mendoza. Mendoza threw an off-target ball. It was high into the outside. Jack Besh had to stretch out, made a nice catch on that one. By the sideline, bailed him out there. And then, the timing, the touchdown was a really good timing route. I don't know if it was Fernando Mendoza locking down on him, or, it was a pre-snap read, probably, where they kind of were on the same page. Fernando Mendoza put really good placement on that football. Jack Best was able to get down and catch it for the touchdown. But like I said, man, I've been around the Raiders organization long enough to have seen Johnny Morant, to have seen Keaton Daw, to have seen Ron Kreiner. I remember there was a game where Tywan Jones, who later got moved to cornerback, Tywan Jones cooked so much that Chris Collinsworth in the preseason was comparing him to Chris Johnson. Said he has a lot of Chris Johnson to him. So I'm not about to, the guy makes 3 catches, and I'm not about to just anoint him all of a sudden to he's deserving of the second round pick now. No, good progress. It's a great stepping stone, a nice building block. Now let's keep adding these building blocks, and let's do this during the regular season as well, when it's not coverages that are basically vanilla and, kind of everybody knows it. So good progress. I'm happy to see him actually put up a good performance. I think that'll be good for his confidence, but I'm pumping the brakes on anointing Jack Besh, as he's arrived already.
I'm actually with you, but Edgar, so you're saying not so fast. We got to see what he does in regular season. Yeah. Jason, you're saying not so fast. Want to see it in straight games. So I think you're saying stack them, and that's kind of my take. And I think I reiterate what both my guys saying on here is basically, look, it's great to see him perform. It's great to see him find some production, but you now need to start stacking games, right? You've heard us say it a lot. I know I say it a lot. It's not about a flash here or a flash there. It's about the work. And so start stacking games until you can prove over and over, time and time again, that you are reliable, then we'll rock out and have a different tune. But as it stands right now, we're definitely, I think, wait and see.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's do this. Again, do us a big favor. Double tap the screen, hit the like button, hit the sub button. We definitely appreciate y'all. We're going to be breaking down game film here shortly. But let's do this. Let's jump to the defensive side. Chat, let me know. We'll go offense next, but go defensive winners. We're going to go winners and losers. We'll go winners first. So, chat, let me know who your winners were on the defensive side of the football. So, Severe, I'm going to throw it to you, man. Any winners on the defensive side that you can think of?
Big winner was CN Sloan. I kind of mentioned him earlier. CN Sloan was a big winner. Patrick Johnson was a big winner as well. I think Teron Johnson, I think he was a winner. He had the penalty. Man, it's kind of it's kind of ticky-tack, but he did have the penalty. Darren Porter was kind of a winner by default. Now, he played so great, but Hezekiah, he kind of struggled out there. So, I think Darren Porter kind of won by default. And I already mentioned him earlier. I think the best player, probably maybe on both sides of the ball in the game, was Quay Walker. So I think those are the winners for me.
Yeah, man, Chris. Any winner?
That's a good one too.
Yeah, I don't even think I would. There's no one that I would say that I'll add. I actually think Cody Lindenberg actually had a couple good plays.
That's a good one.
Lindenberg he flashed a little bit. Now that Linden or that Berg, the other Berg,
yeah, exactly.
Coach Jama Juice, we'll get to you soon. Just chill out. We'll get to you soon. But no, I think Now he hit it on the mark. You know what I'm saying? Patrick Johnson, Sloan, Quay.
Vance, Gritty Vance was good too. Personal trainer did Gritty Vance.
Yeah, he was cool. He was cool. Yeah, so I mean that was about it, man. I mean, honestly, the rest of them were pretty trash. I wouldn't say trash, but you know,
it's OD.
You know, there's challenges.
You got to switch it up.
Yeah, my bad.
It's not Ami anymore. It's OD.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The one thing I didn't say when I talked about the defense, I think the one part that was really which was tough is the thing that I noticed, and I'll show some examples, mainly with our starters. That first drive, second drive, was we were just very undisciplined on defense. And this is something that Robbie Leonard has to get together. We're undisciplined on defense, but at the same time, we had 8 penalties throughout the entire game. So it was just a very undisciplined day for this entire team. But especially with the veterans, the guys that are going to be known starters, they were making some very, very just general basic either misreads or they just weren't performing up to par and just were very undisciplined. I'm going to show you examples. And so these are things we need to clean up, because these are things that former starters, players that are returning from last year's that were starters, they need to clean this up, because a lot of the runs and the yardage that was gained by Arizona was on them specifically. So definitely need to be cleaned up. But Rosetown, what's going on, man? You said Patrick Johnson and Cian Sloan. I like it. Art White, like to see Sloan as well. Ruben, Greedy Vance. Let's see. Okay. And then we're going to go to the losers. But for me, winners, I kind of reiterate what you guys are saying. Man, I'm going to tell you, we're going to show some clips of Greedy Vance. The kid actually did damn good on Thursday. So definitely I think Greedy Vance is a winner. Cian Sloan, of course, Patrick Johnson. That kid, we can maybe talk when I bring up a clip of his. We can talk about whether or not we think he might make the 53-man roster. We'll kind of get that take on him. But ultimately, he had a really good day, solid day. And then, telling you, I sat next to Turf. Turf came to the game. I sat next to Turf for maybe like part of a quarter. Right?
You have to leave from Turf.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I can only imagine.
We were trying to find each other. The game started. He hit me up and he goes, "Hey, 8 to 5, I got a bunch of programs," because of course Turf went to go sit in the VIP area. Turf.
Yeah.
And so he hit me up as the game started. He's like, "Hey man, I got a bunch of these programs that they gave us at the VIP. If you guys want a bunch," he literally carried like a stack of 7 of them or something like that. I was like, "Yeah, man, I appreciate it." So he's literally walking. I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna be in 205," and I think he ended up walking to 205 and couldn't find him. I walked over there and he ended up leaving. So we were trying to look for each other, and so finally found each other, and we're sitting there watching the game, and he's just like, "My boy Cody." He just couldn't stop talking. But no, look, you guys know I wanted Cody Linderberg around that 6th or 7th round. Like, that was the guy that I wanted. So I was excited to see him just fly on that football field and do his thing. But you put me excitement next to Turf excitement of a Minnesota boy. Like, he wasn't letting the crowd, he was yelling at the crowd that had no clue what he was talking about. he was trying to convince people that were sitting next to us that he was all about Cody Lindenberg. I'm like, "Hey, they don't care. They don't.
Bro, that's
they don't know what's going on." So Turf was on one. Shout out to him.
Yeah, we got somebody that wanted us to read a comment. Say, "Yeah, I would like to know your guys' hood pass with the Raider haters are only going to give my attention this season. Like to hear Severe Radar backtrack his comments about Fernando Mendoza." What comments on my backtracking? So Fernando Mendoza went 10 for 16. That's like 5 for 8. So it's like 63%. So not fantastic there. The one touchdown drive he had was on the back of a 50-something yard run by Mike Washington. So not like he marched the team down the field. And that was his only scoring drive. So what should I be backtracking about? Like, what? Did he make some nice throws? Yeah, he made a nice read on the backside dig. We saw him go through progressions once or twice, but we also saw him almost get Mike Washington murdered on live television. Like, he almost got this man killed in a basic read against the cover two. You throw that against cover two, you know the corner is going to be right there. So, like, that's a easy read that an NFL level quarterback should be able to make. So you almost got this man killed on a basic read. But I'm supposed to backtrack because he went 10 for 16 with 1 touchdown in his first preseason game against a vanilla defense. Like, come on, brother. Like, was it good progress? Yes. Did I see some things I like to see? Yes. Did he show some zip and some arm strength? Yes. He made good strides and he made good progress, and it's something to build on for the future. And hopefully it'll prepare him either if he plays this season or next season. But they're not about to throw a parade because the guy did well in the preseason. If that's the case, then we took the wrong quarterback, because Drew Aller was stellar. Ty Simpson was stellar. Like, there are a few
Carson Beck
week 1 was stellar. So if this is what we're doing, then we made the wrong choice. But that's not what we're going to do, because we're going to celebrate the progress that he showed, but we're not going to go over the top with compliments, because he didn't even play better than those guys.
Exactly. So we're not going to get emotional about it, but I know a lot of fans, they will get emotional.
Good to see. It was good to see. It was definitely good to see.
So again, yeah, my winners: Grady Vance, Cody Lindenberg. I think Cody, honestly, you go and watch the game film. Not only was he made a damn good tackle on Jeremiah Love, but he was flying all over the field. I mean, he had a nose for the football, and there's a reason why I'm sitting next to Turf and Cody's flying, and Turf is just yelling at everybody. I told you so. I'm like, yeah, you're wild. But
Turf was in our chat, man. Turf,
yeah. Imagine like standing next to him.
Oh my God, I don't know how you did it, bro. I
was excited to see Cody do it, and I'm just sitting there going, "Damn, Turf! Like, I need to walk. Go back down to your VIP, Turf. Go back down." But it was good shit. Shout out to Turf, man. It was awesome. But then, yeah, Cian Sloan. I think Cian Sloan, without question, I think he definitely showed out. You see, he's got the motor. Obviously, got the sack, so it was good to see it. And so let's go to the losers on the defense. Chat, let me know. And even though Ray Dark Mode, I mean, you keep changing up your names. You're also throwing out some
rules, man. Salute to Ray, man. Salute to Ray.
Keep the energy, big dog. We appreciate it. Let's go to the losers. Losers on the defensive side. So, Chris, I'm gonna throw it to you first. Chat, let me know who your losers are on the defensive side. Chris, thoughts?
For me, man, I think Eichenberg looked terrible. Eichenberg looked terrible, out of place, slow. It's like he was scared to take on blocks at certain times. You know, he didn't look good. I think that the whole D line, man, I mean, just like we talked earlier, man, they weren't getting no kind of push, no kind of pressure. Just didn't seem physical at all. You know, what's his name? McCoy had a rough one. He had a rough one, but I will say, and I'm sure we'll probably show it. But like that, I think it was a first touchdown. Where Minshew placed that ball, there was no stopping that. I mean, my issue is he should have got his hands on, you know, he should have pressed the receiver, get him mess up the timing. But I mean, that was just a tough ass. And then he got beat again, similar. So I mean, it was rough for him. Masters was rough for him. I mean, honestly, that whole defensive back group, Joe Woods, and to get them together. I mean, because Joe Woods sat and told us that Masters was, you know, reminded him of a young Denzel Ward. Nah, bro. So
you meant Denzel Washington.
Right.
Remember the Titans. He was coaching.
Right. So it was bad. Crawford, you know, it was, you know, he looked, but you know what, I will say though, there was a couple times he got some good bursts off the line, but he didn't do nothing with it. You know, he lost contain or just got shook. And but you know, I honestly, I mean, there's not a whole lot to say. I mean, a lot of them just play bad. Honestly, I can go on and on.
I'm with you. We got a couple. Rosetown, he's just saying losers, the whole damn secondary.
They was
Jay, you
bad.
say Masters, Crawford, Jamal McCoy. I'll give a pass for now.
I'll
and
give
so-
Jamal the pass, but everybody else ain't getting a pass from me.
Severe, man. Losers on the defensive side.
Yeah, McKeon Crawford, loser. Like I said, this man was gassed. Bro, how are you tired? And it was preseason. Like you missed 2 practices and you were like all your stamina is gone. Like what the heck happening? So he was a loser for me. And then the fact that CN Sloan and Patrick Johnson look so much better than him, it's
Man.
like okay. Potentially the biggest loser is Benito Jones because he got cut today. So he was a loser. He's a loser. The defensive line looked bad. Secondary struggled. Trayvon Stooks is a loser just because you were out there late in the third quarter, and
didn't even.
I would have known.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known
because
you didn't make any type of impact. So you're a second round pick. You're 25 years old, bro. You need to be. You should be out there like knocking heads and making plays and flying all over the place. And you didn't make an impact at all. So he's a loser. Obviously, Tommy Eichenberg. I mean, since the day this man was drafted, look, Tommy Eichenberg. I hope he need to update his resume because you're gonna be looking for jobs soon. Hope his LinkedIn is up to date as well. All that stuff, brother. Just refresh it today because your time is coming.
For me, again, like I said, like for all the rookies, I'm going to give them just kind of we'll wait and see. Obviously, we were not high on a lot of these rookies, at least where they were drafted. So I'll give them for first game a little bit of a pass. But Severe, I agree. Like with Crawford, look, when he did flash, when he did make some plays, again, some of those flashes were in fourth quarter when you're going up against guys that potentially are going to get cut by these teams, right? So just how much can you kind of put credit to that? But again, I'll give him a pass, whatever, first game. We'll see him keep rocking. Obviously, I think Tonka, I'm going to show a couple of plays of Tonka and just the reports and everything coming out of training camp. I know when I left training camp, the one thing I said was he looked quicker. But the concern that I had was the fact that he's undersized. And how is his durability going to be? Is he going to be able to really withstand, 80% of the snaps an entire game when you're only 184 or 185, 190 pounds?
285.
But Tonka, I think he was a loser. We all talked about Tommy. I swear to God, like, why in the hell are you punching at the ball when the running back is literally laying on the ground for a full second?
Yeah.
And you're just punching at the ball. It's like you knew the play was dead. There's a pile sitting in front of you, and all of a sudden you see Tommy throw a random punch. And I'm just like
be physical while the play's going on. Like I hate when people do that. Like jump on the pile when it's like, where were you?
After
when he was, like you wait to, man, they kill me with that.
After the fact, like your homeboy getting jumped, you run up after him. What happened?
Right. Where
was you at? Where was your antennas?
Man.
Yeah, Tommy got that. He got that roid rage. Yeah, he could be on PEDs and he still try. Like, bro, how you? It's like you punching the ball after the fact, bro. That's like it's a stupid penalty, man. It's like you can't be bad and commit penalties, brother.
Yeah,
like if you good and you get okay, we'll let it go. If you bad and you commit dumb penalties, it's like, come on, dog. You got to go.
And this is just from me watching the game film again. Thomas Booker, everybody was so hyped up about Thomas Booker last year. We tried to warn you guys based on his preseason, his game film, preseason game film last year. And we're just sitting there going, I don't know what the hype is about this guy, and he never amounted to anything last year. And then we bring him back, and he didn't look like anything in preseason. Didn't help at all. He even got some of the work in the second quarter. Even with the backups, and still had zero impact whatsoever. And so he is who he is. He is who we tried to tell you guys he was last preseason. Obviously, I think Masses looked like a fifth rounder. Let's put it that way. Like, he just looked like a fifth rounder. I know that the last time we talked about it, again, my take from training camp was he did a really good job in the red zone, in zone coverage. He picked off Kirk Cousins, but outside of that, he's going against our receiver room. And so you could look good against our receiver room, but then when you go against legitimate top-tier receivers in this league, what is it going to look like, right? And so I think with Masses, he just looked like a 5th rounder, and we'll just kind of see what it amounts to moving forward. So, all right, next up, let's go offensive side. We'll end with winners, but offensive side, who are your losers? Chat, let me know what your thoughts are. It's money. I see you. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit. Don't worry. You throwing that my guy Ty Simpson out there. God damn it. But let's go losers first. Chat, let us know who your losers are on offense. Severe, let me throw it to you first this time. Losers on offense.
Losers, I'll go Jalen Naylor. Not for anything he did, but he didn't get a single catch. I don't even think he got a target at all. So, it's not necessarily his fault, but kind of a loser. Obviously, man, Aiden O'Connell. We knew as soon as the booty shorts come off and the pads go on, Aiden O'Connell turned right back into a pumpkin, man. And I was rooting for him, man. I'm hoping he can be our long-term solution as a backup quarterback. It's not over yet. The nail is not in the coffin, but that man, he laying down right now with his arms crossed. So, they ain't closed it. He ain't closed it. But man, it's almost that time. He was a loser. Will Putnam, just because I hate Will Putnam, man. I'm sorry. I just can't stand Will Putnam at all. He's a loser for me. And I'm trying to think anybody else, but I'll leave the honors for the other person that's kind of a loser to 805. But Burford, he's semi-loser. Burford didn't look that. He looked solid in a few run reps, but other than that, I wasn't impressed. I wasn't impressed by Burford at all. And the fact that he's not even being challenged on that side at all by anybody, it's despicable, man. And Albert O, man, the biggest loser.
Calm down, bro. Calm down.
Calm down. Albert O, with more penalties than catches.
I thought you were gonna let him slide. Man.
I was building toward the suspense.
One thing I will say is, Chris, I know you mentioned Jamal McCoy. I actually did not clip any of his just because, again, rookie, like you said, it was a really good pass and stuff like that. But honestly, the one thing I'll say about Jamal McCoy is that I was just surprised they gave him that much playing time. This kid has not played in damn near a year and a half. Like, you threw him out there for a long time. It's the first time this kid literally has seen live action in a year and a half. And so I would have given him maybe one series and be like, look, go to the sideline, enjoy it, and then let's go back out. It was just shocking to me they left him out there that long. But Rosetown, the damn toe is a loser. Tokyo Toe. That's
mad.
Yeah, man. I said I ain't seen a Japanese disaster that bad since Godzilla.
So one thing I'll say is that I don't know what it was, but on Friday when I went to training camp, they were doing a bunch of kicking at a full team, and I want to say Tokyo Toe kicked like 6 times. Matt Gay kicked around 6 times. Tokyo Toe took every single kick from the left hash, and he missed his field goal in the game from the left hash. So I don't know if he has a problem from the left hash. I have no clue. But either way, you combine the missed field goal plus you didn't even hit the landing zone on the kickoff.
Yeah,
that's tough. That's tough. And so, we could talk about it, but I'll tell you right now, if Tokyo Toe doesn't make this team and we let Laki Tasi go and he does just anything with the Titans with Robert Saleh over there, I'm going to be pissed.
I just don't know why you use your international player on a kicker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
thank you.
Yeah, like use it on somebody that could like a defensive, like someone that could develop into like why a kicker, man? I don't get it, bro. I don't get it.
I'm with you. Myra in the building. What's going on, Myra? Shout out to you. Real quick, Chris, plug what you guys got going on week 3 in words.
Nolans. Week 3 Nolans. Got a private party right in New Orleans, right on Bourbon Street at Pat O'Brien's, man. All you can eat, all you can drink. Make sure if anyone's going to be there, make sure you guys you guys can hit me up, give you the details for it. My boy Severe, my boy Turf. It's going to be actually thrown by Myra and her group from Oakland. The that they get it in. The crew tailgaters, man, from Oakland. So it's going to be fire. We're going to kick it on that Saturday night, and we're just going to tear New Orleans up like we always do, man.
All right, let's go. Chris, losers on your end on offense.
Gosh. Yeah, definitely. I gotta say my boy Alberto, man. Like I was expecting my boy Alberto to do a little something, man. I was like, Brock ain't playing. Here go my boy. Here go my chance to see him get busy. But yeah, no, he looked bad. But like in all seriousness, Aiden looked just terrible. I mean, it's terrible just seeing it. And you feel bad for the guy, man. To be quite honest, you feel bad for him. Trying to think who really stuck out, who just like was just didn't do well. I mean, honestly, I feel like the offense did pretty well. Not too many people really stuck out as just like not doing well. I didn't see really no drop passes. No, I won early on in our chat. I was getting on Severe when my man what's his name, Charles Brandon Parker Grant, had that penalty and stuff, but he made up for it. So
because right after that, what happened? What happened?
He got busy after that.
Because right after that, JPJ had a penalty, and then right after that, Alberto had a penalty. Back to back, JPJ and Alberto had back to back
the rest of the time. Yeah, but yeah, no, like overall on offense, I can't say that many people actually just look bad. But again, it's still early on. But as far as but yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
All right, for me, I got obviously Dante Thornton. I think because he just flat out didn't play. And you got Malik Benson. We'll talk about the winners, but I think Malik Benson just kind of showed
what's with Thornton though? Is he hurt?
I think he's got an injury. Yeah,
I think it's a hamstring. I thought they said. Did they say hamstring?
Yeah. Okay. Damn, you rough, man. Damn, let him get his hand-me together. Dang, you rough.
No, get your ass out there, goddamn. So we got Deontay Thornton just because he ain't playing. Spencer Burford, we're gonna break down a little bit of his game film. The more and more you kind of watch him, not just with his pass blocking, but even his run blocking, I'm gonna sit there and go, man, like if this guy, because the Cardinals played basically their entire starting defense that first series, and Burford just did not look great. And if that's going to translate to the regular season, I think he clearly might be our weakest link. But both guard positions, definitely, I think there's going to be a competition there. But I think Burford, loser. Obviously, one guy, and I'll talk about the two guys that you guys mentioned. I hate it. And honestly, it's not his goddamn fault. My guy, Jordan, so pissed.
Yeah, I was letting that one go.
He got beat. Big boy Billings was across from him, and and we've said it since the moment they moved him to center. He's not Jordan Meredith isn't the biggest guy. He's never played center before outside of last season, and when you go up against someone bigger like that, and you got to snap the ball, get your hands up, your feet now. One of the biggest things with the center also, which makes it so much more difficult, is when you are a guard or a tackle, you can actually kick your foot back and have a little bit of an anchor foot when the ball snapped. You can have a little bit of leverage. But when you're center, your feet are parallel. So you literally have no leverage. And so when you're completely undersized, you go up against a bigger defensive lineman and they get a good jump on the snap, it's going to be tough. And so I think either way, we all can agree he is not a center. But what pisses me off even more, even though I say he's a loser, is that when they moved him back to guard, he looked like the old Jordan Meredith, just locking it down. They did a little pick stunt in front of him. He picked it up perfectly. And so does he make this team? I have no clue, but I could see this regime just move on from him just because he was not drafted or picked up by this regime. They did bring him back to free agency, but yeah. So I'm gonna put my boy there as a loser. Yeah, Chris, I will say, go when they pitched the ball to Hemby on the right side. When Hemby got in, they pitched the ball. Albert O literally just watched two guys just run past him. Albert O goes in motion. He's the lead blocker for Hemby.
He said, I don't do this. I don't do this. I'm just a fast guy. I don't do none of this.
He was like Waller in New York when they tried to make him play fullback.
Yeah, like, nah, that ain't on my job description, bro.
That was literally the reason why Roman Hemby got ran out of bounds, like 5 yards to the backfield. It was like 2 watch out blocks. Just
didn't try.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Also, with Aiden, did not look good, right? But then unfortunately, you kind of go back to the game film and you just sit there and go, I think what he made the mistake of is he thought Philip Dorsett could be a good target to throw to. Philip Dorsett, he like literally dinked that one ball off his face mask 10 yards downfield. There was a dropped dig route in the middle of the field, and then the one that looked like he overthrew Philip Dorsett. It was a hole shot where Aiden O'Connell actually threw a good ball, but Philip Dorsett kept running. And if Aiden O'Connell would have led Philip Dorsett, the safety would have just taken his head off. And so it was more just miscommunication. And then you rely on Philip Dorsett on that fourth down, and now it is what it is. I didn't clip any of those plays because we all know Aiden O'Connell's not the answer. He's not the future. So whatever, we'll leave it be. But I think that's where he made a massive mistake, is you relied on Philip Dorsett to be your go-to guy during your snaps. So, okay, real quick, we went losers. Let's go winners. Chris, I'll throw it to you first. Chat, let me know who your winners are on offense. Chris, thoughts on winners, and then we'll talk a little bit about Mendoza and get to the game film.
Yeah, I think Kurt looked good. I think Kurt looked good. I think had good command of the offense. I'll say Jack Besh. For what I wanted to see, he exceeded my expectations. So I think he looked good. I gotta say Charles Grant. When I went back and looked some. Charles Grant had some plays, man. You know that's hard for me, man. That's hard, but I keep it real. In a segment where I gotta give Charles Grant and Jack Besh love.
Oh man, Chris is hurting.
Hey. But no, it is what it is.
Where's that 800?
Yeah. Washington, with that play, I think it was good to see, some ability and just being able to be explosive. We haven't had that kind of running back in a while that could really get out. And if that guy didn't have that angle and like kind of slow him down, he was taking that to the crib. Trying to remember Mike Mayer, gotta give him some love. We
got Best.
Yeah, that's 3 of them things, man.
We got Best, Grant, and Mayer in one. Oh my God.
Yeah,
wow.
Let me stop. The floor is yours. The floor is yours.
Chris about to go drink some Listerine.
Right, like damn. But no, it was good to see all them do their thing, though. It was needed for sure.
Yeah, it was. Bob Raider, what's going on? Benson is a winner for sure. For show. Benson, he definitely contributed, especially for a 6th-round rookie. It's definitely good to see that.
Don't even bring it up, Dre. Don't even talk about it, bro. We seen it. We heard about it. We don't even talk about it, bro.
Yeah.
And we've been sick about it all day.
Get upset thinking about it.
Sick all day about it, man. About to get mad about it again, man. Don't even.
We're talking about it. God damn it! If you guys don't know, I'm gonna preface this. Our guy Dre, he put us
guys hip to him, man.
Not this last draft, but the draft before that. We were doing our mock draft, stuff like that, and Dre was like, hey, you guys got to check out this kid, Willie Lampkin. He may only be 5'9", but playing at North Carolina, blocking for Amarian Hampton, you got to check him out. So we all checked him out, and I think we did it live.
We did it live.
I love it.
Me and Severe looked at the exact same time, looking at his highlights. Yeah. I'm like, God, dog, he a beast.
Dogging dude.
Crazy. From that moment forward, we're like, we are hoping that in the 6th or 7th round we hear his name for the Raiders. Like without question, we wanted him. And all you're hearing, he got drafted by the Rams. Now he's with the Eagles. The Eagles picked him up, and all you're hearing is that 5'9", just ripping through fools, just doing his thing.
Everybody talking about that.
And he moved him back to guard too. Remember that the Rams tried to have him play center. The Eagles moved him back to guard. He out there dogging people at guard.
He was doing both. He had some reps at center too. But yeah, he'll be a guard there. But yeah, did his thing.
Man, bro. For free, man. We could have had him instead of Burford. Man. Or Putnam. You can't hang on a putt. Like, come on, God. But yeah, man. Winners. I'll go with the winners. Obviously, Charles Trent Williams Grant. I mean, what is there just to say that hasn't already been said? Guys throwing people at the club. He had a Sophie Cunningham on the Mike Washington run. The straight flapjack, straight pancake back there, man. Straight, did his thing, cleared the way.
Oh man!
So that was impressive, and he had a few other nice reps as well, man. So it was good to see him out there, getting some run and looking comfortable, looking like he's developing. Mike Washington, obviously, I mean, the only running back on our roster that's an explosive player. Had the big run, man. Showed some great feet, some good vision. Had to and some good contact balance as well. Hit the one guy with a move, hit another guy with a stiff arm, and then turned on the burners, man. So like 805 said, if the guy didn't have the angle on him, that was a house call. And I think he gassed out a little bit too. But it was a really impressive run. Malik Benson, I think, looked good. Cousins, obviously, as well. I would give it to Mendoza as well, man. Just I think the operations look clean. Center exchange looked clean. Footwork for the most part looked clean. You saw some nice, going through his progressions. Hitting that backside dig. He had a nice zip on that ball to Benson between two defenders. So you saw some things you wanted to see. He had a nice touchdown. I'm assuming there's a pre-snap read where we saw the coverage. Him and Jack Best were on the same page. Had nice placement on it. I like the aggressiveness on I think it was a third down play. Third down play, I think it was an incompletion to Devin Tompkins. I think he had somebody else underneath on the end route that he could have hit for a first down on that 3rd and 7, but he went the aggressive route, threw it to Tompkins. It could have been a little bit of a better ball, but I like, he recognized the coverage. He saw a play so he can kind of go for a touchdown, and he went for it. So I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not gonna penalize him there. So I think he had an overall positive showing. So I give him some love as well. That's basically it on offense. I'm thinking. Oh, Jack Best. I got Jack Best credit. Good day. And Michael Mayer. He is the best hairline in the tight end room by far. So you talking about hairlines, he's the best hairline in the tight end room. And he had the touchdown, made a nice move in the open field and scored. So good to see him play well also.
Yeah. Jack Schroeder's Mike Washington looked better than Zeus his entire year. Mike Washington definitely, he had that run, looked good. All right, you got Mayer, Washington, Besh, and Cousins. You guys kind of said everybody. The only guy that I'm going to throw in there, because I got Besh, I got Mendoza. Again, we're going to talk about him in just a second. Then we're going to break down the game film. I think Mendoza exceeded my expectations. But you all know my expectations were not very high to start. And so for him to exceed those expectations doesn't mean that he just blew the roof off and all of a sudden we're solid at the quarterback position. Severe, like you said before, like if you want to rate the performance of rookie quarterbacks through preseason, he's up there, but he ain't up there. So, but again, there's definitely good as it relates to what Mendoza did. But again, exceeded my expectations, but they weren't high to start with. Mike Washington, I think without question, he just showed the explosiveness, the thing that we've all kind of talked about a little bit. Malik Benson. One guy I'm gonna throw in here is Trey Zune, because I think when Trey Zune went out there, he just was solid. Nothing flashy, nothing amazing, but he just held down his job. So as I'm kind of going through the game film and as I'm clipping things, you're just sitting there going, look, not a whole lot of pressure on the quarterback. They're sitting pretty clean. And there was really not a lot of pressure coming from Trey Zune's side. So I think for him, even though it was more towards later third and even fourth quarter, he's going against seconds and third strings. At the end of the day, as a rookie, I think he did pretty well. So I think Zune was a winner. So, all right, let's go to, again, appreciate everybody. We're going to talk real quick, and then we're going to get into the performance, the game film. So real quick, thoughts on Mendoza's performance, okay? Chat, let me know what your thoughts are. How do you think he looked? Do you think he exceeded expectations? Did he meet your expectations? Um, are you satisfied with that performance given the fact that we drafted him number 1 overall? What's your thoughts? So, Severe, I'll throw it to you first, man. Just overall thoughts on Mendoza. I'm not going to show every single throw, but I'm definitely going to show things that he did well, things he could work on, things that you still see from his Indiana days that we broke down. But Severe, overall thoughts on Mendoza's performance.
I think it was a solid debut for Mendoza, right? He did some things, as you say, did some things well. Did some things. I'm sure he had some throws he would like back. Some decision making, you would like back. We also made some positive reads out there as well. So, it was a solid showing. He showed some of the things that we were hoping to see. Now, the only hope is that he continues to expand upon those things and continue to grow and get more comfortable in this offense. I get more comfortable as a quarterback. Holding the ball a little too long, brother. This ain't Indiana. I'm sure in that little scramble he had, I'm sure he thought Indiana that's damn near a touchdown. He getting to the 2-3 yard line at least. Possibly scoring. This ain't Indiana, brother. It's like these boys is moving a lot faster out there. So you want to see him kind of protect himself. Yeah, you want to see him protect himself a little bit better out there, throw the ball away, not hold on to it, so long. But other than that, no, I think it was a good day. That being said, everybody take a chill. But this dude was drafted number 1 overall. He's drafted number 1 overall. So I know everybody wants him to be good, so they're going to try to treat him with kid gloves. You don't want to be overly critical, but at the same time, you don't want to anoint him before he's ready, right? People, if Fernando Mendoza just went out there, he didn't slobber over himself and then trip over his own feet. People are like, look, you see, he is. Look at his footwork. Like, no, bro. We expect you to perform. You're number 1 overall pick. 10 for 16 isn't terrible, but it's not stellar, right? I think Drew Aller was like 21 for 25 or something, or Ty. Somebody like was like 21 for 25. And I think Ty Simpson's one of his incompletions was off a bad snap that he had to kind of throw away. So that wasn't even on him. So if we're grading first round picks, especially number 1 overall picks, was it the best performance I've ever seen? No, but it was good to see him kind of make progress in the areas where we thought he needed to make progress in.
Yeah, Jason Marshall, you're saying Mendoza's trending up. See, Gabe, I think that his floor is higher than any quarterback recently drafted after Burrow. Let's see, got a couple more. Let's see. Art White, it's a start.
Yes.
Dre, he missed his read on a scramble. Actually, I got it clipped. We'll talk about that. Jason Marshall, you liked how he extended the plays. Well, we're going to break down both times that he ran just to really see what it looked like and what his vision saw through that. Bear James in the building. So we got a big Raiders throwing out there. Is this, I don't know if, I'm sure he didn't change his name. This isn't Furpo, is it?
No.
I don't believe so, no.
Furpo has way many more R's and S's.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like 46 characters when you do the Raiders.
Chris, thoughts on Fernando's first showing in the NFL?
Yeah, again, I think, he put a lot of good stuff on film. I think, some of our big concerns was, his ability of being able to go through his progressions. Especially the one, and not only did he go through his progression, and I'm sure you'll show it, the one where he went, from left to right, but he threw that in a tight window as well. So that was, and on time. And I think that was just a good play. And it was just something that I never said he could not do it. We just haven't seen it consistently. So, I really, I did like seeing that. He looked like, even getting out of, getting from under center, he looked better than I thought he was. I thought he would be kind of tripping a little bit, and he looked pretty decent. But at the end of the day, again, I'm not going to sit here and anoint him for anything, but I think he looked pretty good. But just like Severe said, like if you look at the other quarterbacks in his draft, I mean, I can't necessarily say he looked better than Carson Beck on his first preseason game. I can't say he looked better than Ty Simpson on his. I can't say he looked better than Drew Aller on his. Now, so that's why we just got to pump our brakes. But did he do, some of the things that I wanted to see out of him in this preseason? Absolutely. And again, I just want to see him build off of that and just continue to develop. So overall, if he continues making steps in the right direction and show that he can do those things that I had concerns about, then we're on something. So, I'm just going to keep watching them. And so far, so good. I'll put it like that.
Yeah, you're going to get basically my full take as we kind of go through this game film and just kind of what, again, my expectations at the end of the day. I wanted to see some improvement. Chris, I'm going to kind of reiterate what you just said about him going through his progressions, right? And how does his accuracy look when he gets to his third and fourth progression? Is he actually reading left to right? I mean, there's examples at Indiana where it's almost like he's getting off his first read so quickly and he just gets off his read, gets the second, third. It's almost like he's going through the motions and not actually reading, but then ultimately he just takes off. And so we'll kind of see just kind of how it looks. We're going to break this thing down, have a little bit of fun with it. But again, we do this live so we can kind of get your guys' feedback. If you do have something, hit that hashtag Raiders. Catch your eye. Hopefully we'll bring it up, but we'll kind of go through this and see what you guys think. So before we get into it, do us a big favor. Double tap the screen, hit the like button, hit the sub button. We do this. I know it's Sunday, but because we had our game Thursday during the season, we have, every game is on Sunday. So we're going to be doing it every single Wednesday. Just breaking down some game film, giving you our takes, our perspective of it. But again, we do it live to kind of get your guys' takes on it as well. Will Diggs, I see you saying, who's that number 30? The Raiders drafted. That is Mike Washington Jr., rookie, fourth round draft pick. So we're going to break down that run as well that he had. So, all right, let's kind of get into it. Again, double tap that screen, hit the like button, hit the sub button. If you guys want to get included in the chat, we do a sub only chat just to show our appreciation to our subscribers. So if you want to have throw some comments in there, hit that sub button. Appreciate it. We're going to get into it. Like we always do, we're going to go defensive side first, and then we'll rip over to the offensive side. Just as you guys do know, we do it in this kind of landscape, vertical view, because if we don't, then you guys won't see us randomly. It don't like us. So we do it in this screen, and hopefully you guys can see it wherever you're viewing it from. Okay, let's get in on it. This is the first one. Tonka. All the hype coming out of training camp. You see him right down here. Just kind of watch. All right. You got basically all of our starters. Adam Butler here. Kuntz on the top of the screen with Kwity Paye down below. This is basically just a zone going to the left of the offense. And you just kind of see. And if I see it once, I'm not going to put it up here, right? If it's a one-off, then it's a one-off. But if I kind of see it happen a few times, there's a body of work, then I'm going to go ahead and show it and say, look, like you saw this. This is a little bit of a trend, which isn't good. So I'm going to kind of play it through. We have the end zone view as well. Unfortunately, you see him just kind of get washed down. And that happened a few times where in a zone scheme, you got it. Even though it's a zone scheme, everybody's trying to get washed down as a defender, as a D lineman. You still got to sustain that lane, or at least sustain your leverage on the play side of the lineman trying to block you. And if you watch him, he's right here. He just gets washed down.
Yeah. Oh man, and he tossed him a little after play too, gave him a little extra. Dang.
And you saw this a couple times. And now, mind you, this is the starting Cardinals offensive line. Again, this is something that I look at when I'm breaking down the game film. I want to know, are you going to get starters, backups? That'll give me an indication as to what it really looks like. And before we keep going, we got Smoke in the building, man. Throwing the super chat. Appreciate you, big dog.
Smoke. Probably fresh off the golf course, man. Appreciate you, big dog.
So again, you saw it a couple times. Again, we tried to figure out, okay, what was the problem? I will say in the second half of the game, it was a combination of bad D-line play as well as bad linebacker play. When the D-line did a good job, the linebacker struggled to actually fill the gaps, and then vice versa. A D-lineman would just get washed down into linebackers. So the issues with our run game in the second half was a combination of D linemen and linebackers, which was rough.
Who made that tackle? Was that
It was number 3.
Yeah.
It's Teron.
Oh, okay.
It was a nice tackle.
No, it was because if you look, if he wouldn't have got there, the block was kind of nice for him. He Love could probably hit the outside and was out of there.
Yeah, that's Stokes right there. Stokes is number 5. Teron right there is number 3. That was nice tackle. Teron's a dog, man. Teron's a dog. The Raiders was playing with his money.
Yeah.
I appreciate you pointing that out because that was something that I saw with Teron Johnson, man, a couple times. But he's making plays.
Yeah.
You saw it at practice as well. At least training camp. So he's right there. Great job. Come down line of scrimmage.
Yeah, so he missed a few of those. He missed a few practices, and Rob Leonard and them got to sell what we had. He's like, "No, what? Go ahead, take care. Go ahead, take care of him."
He's right here on the far right. That's a great jump.
That is.
So, kind of going back to some of the woes with the running game, and again, this is I said it earlier. We saw that our defense was, even with the guys that were veterans, guys coming back that we know are starters, there's no question, they're just playing undisciplined. Now, I don't know if it's because it's the preseason, veterans really don't get paid or very little for preseason, so maybe you're not trying to risk injury, so that's why guys aren't going 110%. I have no clue, right? But at the same time, these are very basic plays and basic fundamentals that they're just not executing. So I think this is something Robbie Leonard's got to definitely clean up. We got Ruben throwing one out there too. We're giving you Raiders, big dog. Appreciate you throwing that out. I think it may be on Severe's channel, man. Appreciate you. Severe, if you want to read this one out.
Appreciate you, Ruben. Just because Ray said something, I hope you guys are extra critical. People come here to get the real because they don't like smoke getting blown up their ass all off season to have shit product during the season. Yeah, man. Look, we critical, man. But you heard Chris hit you with the trifecta. He gave, Charles Grant, Jack Besh, and Michael Mayer their props, man. Like when guys play well, we're gonna give them their props. But when they not playing well, we're gonna tell you about it. And hey, it is what it is. Like we're not here to tell you what you want to hear or to like Ruben Russ said, to blow smoke up your ass or to sell you some dream of what this team is going to be. Like we're here to be honest about the team, and because our first overall pick went 10 for 16, I'm not about to be jumping for joy. I remember when JJ McCarthy carved this up his first preseason game. When he went against Gardner Minshew, people were like, "Oh, he outplayed Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew. We should have drafted him." Right? I remember that. I remember that game. I remember these things. Somebody in the chat said they keep receipts. I keep receipts too. Only difference is y'all keep receipts of stuff y'all want to come back and say something about. But when we end up being right, y'all go ahead and throw them receipts away.
Oh yeah.
I keep all of them. I keep all of them.
Because and this is the perfect example. Last preseason, people kept giving us shit because we were trying to tell you that Thomas Booker just did not look good at all. Did not, and everybody's like, "Well, who won the trade? It doesn't matter who won the trade. We're going to determine what does Thomas Booker look like." Because
I think Jason Kelsey said he had all pro potential, or he could be an all pro, something like that.
Yeah,
he was like, what do you? It's the same. Listen, do you know more than this person?
Yeah,
do you know more than Pete Carroll? Do you know more than Chip Kelly? That's all he kept hearing. And by mid-season, like, man, Pete Carroll and Chip Kelly don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like, oh yeah, who told y'all that early on?
Early.
And we had to fight everybody day in and day out because the mainstream media, because the commentators, everybody's like, "Man, did you see him make that tackle 15 yards downfield and cause the fumbles? You see him, chase the quarterback to the sideline?" And everybody goes like, "Oh my God, this guy is it." We're trying to tell you, we don't see much at all. And ultimately, he literally is non-existent at this point. So, we want every player that wears the silver and black to be amazing. We want them to find success and help this team ultimately win us the Super Bowl. But we're also going to be extremely honest, no matter what everybody else says. So you're just going to get true, honest opinions. And if it works out, great. If not, but I'll tell you right now, the vast majority of our opinions and what we try to show you ultimately ends up working out. We have the history to prove it. But Ruben, I appreciate you.
Ruben.
We got Jeff throwing the jewels out there.
I don't know I still don't know what these jewels do, man. I still don't know.
We're gonna find out.
I read the terms and conditions. Still don't even know what they mean.
What is this? It's a mystery.
Mystery gift.
Because when you send the jewels, they're like I think Chris was saying before, they're each each different character is worth like a different amount. So like it'll tell you how much. So the mystery gift is 650 jewels.
Hey, that's fine. Hey, that means Jeff likes
that's a lot of jewels though.
Yeah, that's a lot of jewels now.
I only started out with 1,000. So I sent 250 to Jeff yesterday. That's a quarter of my jewels gone. It's done. So you gotta get these jewels with be discreet when you're giving them out. Use discretion.
Okay, just did they convert to money like a super chat?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What's the conversion rate per? It's like 1 million jewel equals like $1. No, on YouTube.
It doesn't matter if it's a high 5 or 100 because Jeff, you've been throwing out like some poop jewels or something like that. I don't know.
I'll take it all. Hey, whatever.
Take all the jewels. Whatever you're giving out, Jeff. We appreciate them over here. The mystery gift, that's a lot of jewels though. 650 is a lot.
Like
I said, you only start with 1,000.
So that means I need to start throwing them out there. Then I'm gonna start throwing them out there. Shout out to you, Jeff. Appreciate you. And shout out to Ruben, man, with the super chat. Smoke, all you guys, man. Appreciate y'all. Okay. It's okay. Hey, cent per jewel. We'll take it.
Okay, sure. Okay, appreciate it. Hey, okay. He dropping money over here, then Jeff. Appreciate you, big dog.
Oh, hey, we'll have some fun. Home opener, Jeff. Shout out to you, man. You're gonna be out there at home opener. It's gonna be fun.
Try to buy beer at Allegiant with some juice. Do you guys take heavy poop?
Heavy poop.
All right, let's do this again. Going back to the discipline side of things, right? There's a couple examples. This is all first drive, and I kind of put this thing in sequence. It's about the discipline. So right here, it's basically a run to the left side of the offense, kind of going off tackle, and you got to look at who's supposed to set that edge, right? Everybody blocks down. Tron Johnson, I believe, is here with Darian Porter.
Or Jeremy. It's a Jeremy Chin play, isn't it?
Jeremy Chin. I'm gonna run this through. I'll run it through the end zone view. Block down Jeremy Chin. You got that edge.
Come on, man. Yeah.
And you give up the first down. You cut off Nakobe Dean. If you set that edge, here comes Nakobe Dean, and now you guys.
Right there is cleanup.
That's a tackle for a loss or no gain at the very most. So it just you can't add that.
Yeah, man. That's Jeremiah loves some great. But yeah, you can't get that up, man.
Oh, it's like this is
not even love. Yeah,
not even love. Oh no, that's Algier. Yeah. Oh damn. Oh yeah, Algier's like the big back. He's not even like the.
Right. He should not even speed that end on you.
So just seeing the motion come down, right, and then just visually, at the snap, block down. Jeremy, guess what? You have safety help over the top. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's not the edge instantly, right there. And just doesn't get to it.
Yeah,
Do not let him lead you to the sideline. That's my thing.
Because Nakobe filled that lane, and Nakobe was a step and a half ahead of Jeremy Chin. How was he beating you to the spot when you should have been the first person seeing it?
Right. Oh, and Nakobe was on it. He read it quickly.
Yeah, he read it.
Yeah, but Jeremy Chin got the way.
Yeah, Jeremy Chin didn't keep the outside. So if Jeremy Chin was the force player right there, he forced him back inside to Nakobe Dean. Nakobe Dean, that's a tackle for no gain or tackle for loss.
And I'm telling you, that's a highlight reel. That's a tone setter. If you let Nakobe Dean, take 22 out, take Algier out, like that's a tone setter. That changes momentum. Rafa in the building. Make sure you guys go hit up Rafa's channel. Show some love, some support, man. Went live with him a few weeks back, man. I appreciate you letting me jump on your show and chop it up with you, man.
Facts, man. One of the most genuine people in Raider Nation, man. But puts out great content, man. All different sports too, man. So if you guys have other interests outside of the Raiders, bilingual for sure.
All right, next one. Again, we're talking about veterans. We're talking about guys that are slot in starters. We got Stokes down here at the bottom. Yeah. This is deep out route that he got beat on.
Yeah.
Again, this is just
that Wilson.
Yeah, this is Wilson.
Not Roman.
Michael.
Yeah, Michael. Yeah.
So basically, you give him the inside release.
Right? That's clean release, man.
It was.
Whew.
Gotta want skates quickly.
Yeah.
Stokes, Wilson's the outside receiver, right? So Stokes is on the number one. There's no help to Stokes' outside to the sideline. So you're already inside the numbers. So you got about 8 yards to the sideline. All right, you got Isaiah Palomau. If you can see it, I'll play it a little bit.
Yeah.
You got Isaiah Palomau in the inside.
Already got him set up.
Mhm.
I know. Basically, Isaiah Palomau, you got Jeremy Chin that's actually staying on top, right? He's basically playing that cover one. He's the deep safety, right? Because the tight end didn't release, they got a delayed release here. Isaiah Palomau is basically tracking anything inside.
Deeper than the deepest. Yeah.
You get an in route coming from the outside. He's just waiting and baiting anything coming in underneath. So with Stokes, because you have now 10 yards to the sideline, and because you have no help to the sideline, you need to play outside leverage. You need to maintain outside leverage. That's just simple, basic football. What does he do? He gets too far inside, allows Will to get a really good cut to the outside, and then he gives it up. I'm going to go to I'll start all over again. It's just play disciplined football.
Yeah, did him. Yeah, and that's rough, man. That's rough for Eric Stokes because usually when a guy hits you with that fake outside, when you're playing with outside leverage already, and he hits you with the fake outside release, and then he goes back inside, he making you think he's gonna run an inside route. Yeah. And the fact that he was able to set him up like that, and then he already got him right there. He just hit him with a crossover, and it's a wrap. And that's just nice. This is nice. That's why Michael Wilson was their leading receiver last year. I think he just got paid too, so there's a reason for that. And he's from LA too, so shout out to him.
and it was perfect timing too. Like him and Brissett, they were just locked in.
Not facts. If only a pass rush could have disrupted that at all.
So again, it's also about just discipline, right? You know your help is inside, so you don't got to lean that too far in, and then So just understanding where your help is, where you play your leverage, and unfortunately you get beat. So again, can't have that, especially when we're talking about true number one corner play. All right, here's the touchdown. All right, you basically got Harrison Jr. up here at the top with Darian Porter locked one-on-one. He's going to do basically a drag route going across the back of the end zone. Yeah. I'm going to run it all the way through. I believe I've
like an over route.
Yeah, so we're going to have two shallow routes just basically sitting on the end zone, on the goal line, which again, by running that type of concept, you want to make sure that you have that spacing between the receivers that sit on the goal line and that deep drag across the back of the end zone. You try to put a defender in conflict, and Isaiah Palomau is that defender they tried to put in conflict. And you're now then at that point, you're just hoping that your guys beat their one-on-one matchups. So I'm going to play it all the way through. Again, just kind of deep drag route, sit two guys on the goal line, create some spacing.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is, it wasn't necessarily bad coverage, especially with his speed. I almost feel like he could have got to it. It almost seemed like he slowed down a little bit. He misjudged it.
I think Marvin Harrison slowed down a little bit too, because it looked like he got beat. Well, and Darian Porter, he has great recovery speed. He's faster.
Yeah, than Marvin Harrison. That's what I'm saying. Like right there, he's not in bad. Like he undercut it. It's like I mean, that was a hell of a throw too. Hell of a throw.
Yeah.
Hell of a throw.
I mean, Porter's what, a 4.3 guy, right?
He's 4.3 guy, yeah. We don't know what Marvin Harrison is. He didn't do anything at the combine. He didn't even do medical at the combine. Yeah. We don't know what he is. But I think that's a dangerous throw, though. I think he could have put it out a little bit further because Marvin Harrison, they almost got undercut rather. And then I'm looking at Teron Johnson. It's good communication between him and who was that right there? They did their job.
Stokes.
Him and Stokes. That was good communication between them down there.
Yeah.
I don't know why Isaiah Palomau was doing on this play, but it's good communication between Teron and Stokes.
So when it comes to the safety play in this situation, he's basically the guy that's going to take any leak out of the backfield. Or again, we have one guy coming off the edge. It's basically Jeremy Chin that's looking for any boot coming back. So he's going to be responsible for that. With Isaiah Palomau, you're trying to just get anybody that kind of has a delayed leak out of the backfield. But if there isn't a delay, then typically, and again, I put a little bit on him and I'll pause it. typically you want your safety. If you see a crosser, you want to be more of a resistance with this crosser.
Yeah,
Let
get
your
him off
corner
that. Yep.
delay this receiver enough where the corner can recover, right? And then you can basically either trail them or then you can come down on any shallow route depending on what the quarterback's eyes are telling you. So, but the problem I think with Isaiah Paul, he just didn't do the best job of just cutting him off, that receiver off a little bit to delay him, allow Porter to kind of catch up. He just releases off too quickly to help out with Wilson. I'll go back. So that's just my opinion on it. That's what I think Isaiah Palmer should have done.
Yeah.
He was there.
He kind of false step on the play action fake as well.
Yeah, so because he's the only one that just he doesn't
did.
have to say, man, he's waiting for any leak coming out. So, like, let's do this. Let me go back. If
Because it looked like Nakobe Dean is kind of free at that point, right? So if they're in man.
So this is the leak technically that Isaiah Palmer is going to look out for, right? If Jacoby Brissett kind of buys time, maybe Jeremy Chin misses, and if Jeremiah Love kind of leaks out right there,
I know he didn't.
Isaiah Palmer is going to kind of watch for that.
Yeah.
Because it's so delayed, he should have done a better job of just cutting off Marvin Harrison a little bit, allow the corner to kind of recover. That's just what, in my opinion, and just in my kind of history of coaching the game and knowing the game, that's typically what you're free safety to do. So, but honestly, hell of a job by Darren Porter. Honestly, just trying to get over there because that's not easy to do. When Marvin Harrison Jr. is lined up here, he's got a two-way go. He can go inside, he can go outside. So it's kind of a guessing game. You're trying to go make sure you're disciplined, and to follow Marvin Harrison Jr. all the way over. Sometimes you just can't beat a damn good throw, and that's what Jacoby Brissett kind of had. I'll play it one more time. We'll move on.
Yeah, it was a good job by Porter. Really good recovery speed too. I mean, and he's in a good spot because it's kind of a timing route. So Marvin Harrison can't do too much at the line. He kind of has to hit it quick and get over on the over route. So, but Darren Porter did a real good job of just not biting too hard on that outside fake, staying in good position and using that speed and his long arms and his height to kind of do his best to affect the catch. But like they say, there's no defense for a perfect throw.
No, there's not. Ruben, you're saying Dean's the whole league player with the running back. Isaiah Paul and Mouse should be robbing any over route or taking the deepest away. It's cover one match, man. It is cover one, basically match. You see the communication here between Stokes and Terrion Johnson. You could be right, just that Dean's going to basically mirror Jeremiah Love. Definitely don't disagree with that. But I know that with Isaiah Palomau, he needs to cut this guy off, either take him, or you also are looking for any leak coming out or delayed release as well. So, but yeah, you could be absolutely right. All right. Next one. Let me take this one down. But we all know that they were basically playing cover one man. That's what Clint Kubiak said. So, this was first quarter. I'm just letting you know. I'm sitting next to turf, and I'm telling you, this blew up section 205 for a quick second. Here we go. Here's Cody. This is a bad play. He's a bad man.
Yeah. I was feeling that. For a second, because I got my birds mixed up. I thought Eichenberg was wearing 55. I was like, I ain't gonna never hear the end of this, bro.
Oh yeah.
And then I was, it's Cody. Cody! Cody!
Woo! Yeah, Cody.
They dodged that, but I'm like, bro, they about to give it to me. If Eichenberg out here flying down, making plays, I'm like, they about to give it to me, man. But that was Cody, man.
Real quick, Vegas Raider. So Clint Kubiak did just come out and say that they ran a lot of man coverage, cover one man, to just see what our DBs can do. So I think that's probably what why we saw a lot of man.
Can do a lot.
What up, man?
John.
But you watch Cody Lindenberg, man. The way he steps up, he basically gets skinny, dips his shoulder on the lineman. Basically, again, it's all about engaging with the intent to make the tackle. A lot of guys, you see this. You see it in the pros. Don't get me wrong. But you see this in college a lot. Definitely with the kids, going through the high school. That's one of the things that started my first year at freshman, then moving on. Like a lot of times when linebackers try to take on linemen, you put everything you got into it, then you lose sight of the running back, stuff like that. This is a great example of a linebacker basically take on the lineman with the intent of making the tackle. You don't take your eyes off the runner, you close and you make the play. This is just textbook linebacker work. Love it.
Yeah.
And I love the feet. And maybe if coach is still in here, we'll look at it. Just watch the readiness that Cody Lindenberg has. So obviously he fakes the blitz. He settles back down. Watch the readiness that Lindenberg has, man. His just kind of hop step. He's waiting to go downhill. All right. He's waiting. He hops, he's waiting. So he just has that anticipation. We don't see it too much with this guy over here. I don't know who this guy is. This guy, he's just standing upright. I don't know, coach. Where's John at? Maybe you need to talk to your boy. All right. Not too much, readiness with number 44 over there. But just like seeing it. One thing I wanted to mention about this guy, Crawford, right here.
That's the most fight I've seen out of Crawford all night.
I'm going to tell you this right now. Oh, shoot, I meant to pause it. Crawford did a lot of just trying to beat up the guy across from him early on, and I think that's why he was gassed in the fourth quarter. Like, you just see him, he's tired. He spent so much time trying to bully the guy that was blocking him than to actually make the damn play. Now, obviously, he made some plays later on. I'm going to showcase those. But you see, this was an example. I saw it a couple more times where he was way too involved on trying to beat up the guy blocking him than to actually impact the play.
Exactly.
And this is a perfect example of it. And at the end of the day, it's like he's a big, strong guy. But how about your team? Make an impact. Don't just you have to bully the guy across from you.
And he's bullying a tight end.
Yeah.
It's like, what do we? Tight end did his job. He did his job.
You see it other times where he's literally just trying to bully guys, and it's like, no, get off of them. Keep your eyes on the running back. Try to make an impact.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you a couple times with Greedy Vance. He's here at the top of the play, at the top of the formation. This is a boot back coming his way. He does a great job of basically when the handoff goes away, when action goes away and the boot comes, you want to open up inside, trail any route that's going on top of you. And if they actually bend to the out route or they kind of sit in this curl, you might want to defend that or stay attached. But if they continue on past whatever yardage they are assigned to, let's say it's 8 to 10 yards or whatever, once you see that they have exceeded that and now they're into the next zone, now you got to whip around and find any flat threat. And he just played this really well. So this is Greedy right here. Boot down here. Sinks, realizes that he's extended. He left the zone and just recovers.
That's nice.
I think it's just good awareness. And you combine that with a couple of the plays that I'm going to show you. You're just kind of seeing, okay, this kid is definitely fighting for a spot. We'll do it one more time.
Yeah. Like he goes to a school I hate. I've been trashing him, man. But if he's playing like that, yeah, you can't get mad at that. That's open field tackle too.
That is.
That's open field tackle. So I ain't mad at it, man. I ain't mad at it, Greedy. Maybe you want to be a personal trainer after all.
No, I did show it. I didn't clip it, but he did make a really good one-on-one. He was playing true free safety in the running back. He just broke the line of scrimmage, broke the second level, and Greedy Vance literally one-on-one, last line of defense, made the tackle at the tail end of the game late in the fourth quarter. I didn't clip it, but definitely wanted to show that. There's another one. Greedy Vance is down here. Just the quickness, the jump at the snap. He closes well on this tackle.
That's a good play.
Yeah.
That's a good play.
Gets involved quick, sees it.
Yeah. Is 94? Is that Benito Jones?
He's on the right hand side.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, bro. No wonder you gone, bro. No wonder you gone, bro. No wonder you gone, brother. Yeah, but hey,
Oh, man.
powerlifting contest out there, man. Good luck with that.
That might have been that might have been the play that did him in.
Man.
Like, what are you doing? The dude ran right past you.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
What I love about Greedy Vance, the way that he approaches this tackle is he cuts off Jeremiah Love's option to come his way, right? So I'm going to kind of pause it where I can, if I can get it right. So what he does, he settles right here. So by him squaring a little bit, knowing that he's got all his help on this side, he gets squared to knowing that Jeremiah Love, the only way he can go is this way. If he continued in a dead sprint, Jeremiah Love maybe could have did a pretty good jump cut, and then now he finds space.
Yeah.
But by Greedy Vance just squaring up to the line of scrimmage right that last second, it just showed Jeremiah Love had no choice but to basically continue to go straight and go back into the help. I'll play it again. Just that slight square up right there. And now you're attacking his inside thigh. It was a great job.
Tommy ain't want no smoke.
None at all, bro. I saw that too. I was gonna stall him out. I was gonna say nothing, bro. I was stall him out, but
We know
yeah,
John.
yeah, bro.
All right, this one's JJ Pegues. A little play later in the game. Did a really good job. I
remember this. Yeah.
Had some flashes. We definitely want to showcase it. 92 right down here.
Big
6th
boy,
round
too.
pick last year.
It's nice.
He's moving, getting down the line of scrimmage. You like to see that out of a big boy. He's right here.
Is Crawford still out there too?
Yep.
Yeah. Third round pick, yeah. Third round pick. So yeah, no. Third round pick.
We got Crawford. This is on. I believe this is on the boot coming back his way. He overran one. Slovic, I think the quarterback was that 5th round.
Slovis. Yeah, Keaton Slovis. Another. He went to SC. Yeah, he went to SC at first. I forgot he transferred somewhere else afterwards, but yeah.
Slovis, one of them did a really good job. Kieran Crawford overran him a little bit. Then he stepped up to avoid the rush and then completed the pass. This one, look, hey, you're back. If the boot goes away, if action goes away, you need to be more disciplined. And he just crashes. He's at the top of the screen here. Just can't have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I saw. Like, yeah.
So again, there were some flashes, but then again, when you get somebody in the 3rd round, you don't want to see this at all. We're going to get to the offense here in just a second. This one, I believe Crawford.
Too thirsty to make a play.
I think Crawford here, I think he's down here, does a really good job. But then here's Greedy Vance. Watch Greedy Vance. I'll play it multiple times.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Crawford.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at that at all. I like that. Later.
We'll go back. Greedy Vance. You got Crawford down here. Crawford does a good job. Just get down. Line.
Yeah, get down line. Yeah, I like that. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Crawford.
Greedy Vance will come from your left. Crawford from your right. I'll play it again. Vance, like, no fear. All 120 pounds.
Yeah.
Jones, bro. Is that 94? Got to be Jones, right? Is that Benito Jones,
yeah.
bro? Bro, this is despicable, bro. Get out. Oh, bro. What? Oh my God, bro. Hey, no wonder, bro. They got on the phone immediately with old boy from the Texas. Like, yeah, bro.
Even with Greedy as again, like I just said, 120 pounds of him. I mean, the way that he just kind of gets into the line of scrimmage, doesn't mess around. He's willing to kind of get dirty in the pile. To see him make this play is actually pretty impressive. And so, again, not saying that he's going to be starter, but I think he's definitely fighting for a job. I'll play it one more time. Again, Greedy Vance comes from the left, and Crawford just getting out that line of scrimmage. We'll show the good, the bad, the ugly.
Yeah. That's
Honestly,
nice, man.
I thought
Nice.
Crawford was gonna knock out Vance.
Look, he with the smoke. He ain't like Tom. He want all the smoke. He ready to get his nose dirty.
Yeah.
Yep. A little bit of Sloan. I know a lot of people like to watch and seeing Sloan. Here he's, I believe, at the top of the screen, kind of coming off the edge. I'll play it all the way through.
Ooh, I like that.
Setting the edge.
We can work with that.
A lot of
can
people
work
talked about
with
the sack. He's right here. A lot of people talked about the sack, but just the ability.
Yeah, where to get off that block?
Yep.
Look, got 73 clapping his hands. You know you got beat.
Kept that outside arm free.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's clean,
Textbook,
man. That's
textbook
clean.
right there.
That's clean.
Tyree could never.
Oh, bro. And he was still be wrestling with 73. He'd be wrestling with 73 right now. The dude get tackled. Tyree still over there.
Slow dancing.
What's great about it, man, because Sloan is undersized. That's the one. That's the one concern I have with him playing a true edge, is that he's undersized, right? Like, I mean, he's only, I think he's 6'2", like I think he's like 250, maybe. I think he's a little, maybe it might be a little bit lighter than that. And so him going to get some of the better tackles or just bigger tight ends, it might be a little bit more rough. But the way that he basically just kind of extends, keeps his body, keeps distance between him and the offensive tackle. So he has that ability to basically rip through. He doesn't allow that tackle to engage, get into his numbers, get into his body. Then it allows him to, again, rip through, dip underneath. And this is what I've noticed. He's tried it a couple times as I'm watching his game film. He's got a really good instinctual just kind of dip right before contact. When the offensive lineman goes to extend his arms to try to get to gain contact and control, he does a really good job of timing and just dips underneath those arms. Sometimes he gets caught, but sometimes he times it perfectly, and it's pretty good. We'll run it one more time. Good job. Great play by an undrafted free agent. Here's his sack.
Who's 68?
Oh, that's Mae.
Who?
He was Tevin Mae
from last year.
Oh, okay.
Maya.
Yeah, he gonna be sitting right next to the Benito Jones, though. Unfortunately.
Ooh. A hell of a play, man.
Yeah, man.
This little chop.
Man, look at that. Look at the bend on that thing, though, bro. Look at the Tyree will be in the hospital. Look at that, bro. Oh, with the one hand chop. Yeah, bro. That's nasty. That is nasty. The amount of ankle flexibility you have to be able to do that and the bend to turn that corner like that.
75 may have got a pink slip.
Yeah, bro.
Got a pink slip for that.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
bro. That's nasty, man. That is nasty.
The floor ain't playing that. Floor ain't playing that.
All right, so we got Crawford again. We showed some bad, but we'll also show some good. Obviously, being a third round draft pick, it's a really good instinctual, just quick slip inside. It's a really good job of getting the backfield, making a play. He's down here at the bottom.
That's good.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah. Good, really good control at the initial point of contact. Keeps his eyes in the backfield. Make sure, again, with the intent of making the tackle, he keeps his eyes inside, rips through, continues down the line of scrimmage, and makes the play. It's a really good job, and it makes the play on the opposite side.
Yeah. Toss it. Out there tossing tight ends around, was
There he is on the right-hand side right here. Good job, engage, keep the distance, rip through.
75.
75
had to walk to the crib, bro. He had to walk. Oh my god, because he slicked in like right behind 75.
Yeah, it's a good job by Crawford. We're gonna see him just we gotta stack these type of plays. have a chance. But again, this is late in the game, so you're talking about third strings guys that are on the bubble. So, but he's got to keep it work. One more, and then we're gonna go offense. I had to put a play in here, and we're gonna talk about this guy. This is it, Patrick Johnson. Really good play.
They're on 75. They're on 70. Did he do 75 too? 75 just.
I think it's 74. I think they pulled the tight end.
Okay.
Hold on, let me see where he lines up. Who he engages with. Yeah, it's the tight end.
Hey, that's good effort though.
I'm telling you, like a lot of people saw him on tape. A lot of people were like, man, hey, like he looks good. He's really involved. Getting a lot of plays, man. He got in a lot more plays than I actually saw just kind of watching it the first time.
Was that Greedy too? Was that Greedy again out there?
May have been. Let me see. Oh, that's
27.
Old Tommy.
So, chat, we'll talk about this, and then that's the last play on defense, and then we're going to jump over to the offensive side. The question is, what's your guys' thoughts on Patrick Johnson? Because I know we talked about it a little bit earlier. What's tough is he's also, even though he had an impact and even though he was making plays, he's not very quick at all. And when you're doing this against backups and third stringers and guys on the bubble, it's like, okay, when you go against the starters, are they going to wash you out pretty quickly?
Yeah.
Because he's not very quick. He's not very fast. He just tries to muscle you as much as he can. The one sack that he had, I think it was Minshew that rolled out. So as soon as he rolled out, that offensive lineman no longer had leverage. So he was able to just kind of get to the sideline and get I think he sacked Minshew, or at least forced him to throw the ball away. But
no, he got a sack. Yeah.
He did have a sack. I just don't know if that one was on Minshew or not. I know he had one, but he also had a pressure as well.
Yeah, it was the one. It was that same one where Minshew kind of rolled out and he doubled back and was able to get him.
So, we have a lot of edge players in this room. I just don't know if there's going to be room. I think there's a really good chance he's going to the practice squad. I just don't know if he makes the 53. Obviously, there's 2 more preseason games.
How old is he?
Review. I don't know.
Let me check.
I have no clue. But Chris, man, what's your thoughts on him? Do you think there's a chance he makes this squad, or maybe even he's more of a practice squad guy?
Yeah, I can see more of him. I mean, because I don't
28.
know. He's 28.
Yeah, he's same age as Combs.
Oh, okay.
Maybe he's been jumping around. I don't know.
Probably. Yeah, he probably
maybe it's just off of a rookie contract or something. It was just available.
Yeah, I'd have to see more of him, but I mean, it's going to be a lot of competition at that spot.
Yeah,
I think so. I mean, if
Quiddy,
he has more upside. So
yeah.
If someone takes it as an edge, maybe he takes that final roster spot. Severe, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I think he's practice squad material, to be honest with you. Practice squad material. I mean, good guy to have around. If somebody goes down, he's a guy you want to be able to call up. He might have leapfrogged Brennan Jackson, with his performance the other night. Who was another guy that was kind of roster bubble, practice squad type-ish player.
We waived him. He got injured.
Huh? What?
I think we waived.
We waived? Oh, Brennan Jackson? Okay, then he really jumped. So I still think for practice squad, I mean, kind of see how they want to structure everything, though, and where they want to fill deficiencies, because how many linebackers do we end up carrying? How many linebackers do we have on a roster that are worth carrying? Do we go 5 and keep Tommy Eichenberg? Or do we go 4 and just do, Quay, Nakobe, Alubi, and Lindenberg? Because Alubi he's like a core special teamer, so I'm assuming he's going to make the squad just based off of that. So yeah. I don't know. It remains to be seen. But right now, I'm leaning practice squad.
Yeah. We'll see. Okay, so chat, we're going to get to the offensive side, the football, man. We're going to review some Mendoza. We're going to look at the long play from Mike Washington Jr. And so just a big favor, double tap that screen. Hit the like button. Hit the sub button. If you want to get included in the chat, if you want to give a little bit of feedback, again, do me a favor. Hit the hashtag Raiders so it'll catch our eye if you have some feedback. But if you don't know, we break down game film. After every single game, just have a little bit of fun, give you our perspective. Do us, again, favor, double tap that screen. hit that sub button. If you don't know, I'm 805 Raider, Real Talk Raider Nation. Next to me, you got the Severe Raider. On the far side of me, you got Chris, Protect Show Podcast. We definitely appreciate y'all tuning in. And we hit you all on Sundays as well. All right, let's get it. Offense, like everybody wanted to see. This is the first drive. We're going to look a little bit at Burford. Because I think Burford was very up and down. I think if he continues to kind of show this, and again, you're just looking at one series. If he continues to show this, I think he's definitely going to be the weakest link on this offensive line, and there really should be a competition there. I don't have much on Caleb Rogers, but I do think Caleb Rogers played fairly solid throughout the entire game. So there's going to be a competition. We're going to see just kind of who solidifies the position. You got Burford right here. And this is a pass play, so I'm going to run it through. He just gives up a little. He gives a little bit of ground, and it looks like Linderbaum had to compensate for him just a little bit. I played all the way through, and I got the end zone view as well. Little motion by Trey Tucker, comes back.
Yeah,
You're talking about a little bit of literally just a swing route to Genty, right? And Burford just gives up ground. And you saw that one more time again, not a whole lot of reps.
And that's the first play from scrimmage, because that's the only incompletion Kirk Cousins had. He completed all the rest of his passes.
Yeah, so it looks like Linderbaum had to help him a little bit late because the stunt going over top of him. But you just see with Burford, it's like that's clear as day. That's your man. I don't know if you're expecting inside help from Linderbaum, but Linderbaum obviously got the guy over him. And Burford, you just give up ground on the inside. So I'd like to see him just kind of stalemate him a little bit more, especially given the fact that it's just a quick, easy dump off to Genty to the right-hand side. Then this is him in the run.
Wish that was completed, man. I wanted to see what Genty would have did with that.
So here's Burford here. This is a handoff to Genty. This is basically a little bit of a zone right, and we'll run all the way through. You see a better angle with the end zone view, but a zone right to the offense's right side. So he gets the second level, but unfortunately, in my opinion, I think he gets the wrong guy. He overextends. He commits way too far. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of pause it. So you have Wilson, the linebacker here. And again, all of these are starting defensive linemen except for 91. 91's a backup, at least on their depth chart. So you have Burford right here. And what you have is you have Naylor that ends up, I believe, motioning in right here. And then you'll have, I believe it's, I don't know if you can see it, this guy down here at the bottom. He'll come into the screen. But you'll watch Burford right here.
Yeah.
The second level. Naylor's going to come and get 27. That's at the very bottom left hand of the screen. But Burford extends too far. Linderbaum already has him in. Burford, you don't have to engage completely.
Yeah, get up.
Shrug him with a hand, get to the second level to Wilson. But Wilson's the one that ultimately ends up making this tackle.
Yeah.
Now, not a great block by Colton, which is a little tough. Colton, and I'm going to give him a little bit of a break. He hasn't played in obviously in a long time. So he misses his block. 97 gets involved. But Burford, I think he just overextends. Then he ends up trying to get to the second level to 27, where he should have got the number one, which then ruins the play.
Yeah.
You see Naylor fly in kind of towards the end of it.
Yeah, Colton got to close the door right there. It's a tough block to make. Colton got to close the door.
Yeah.
He's trying to, but nice.
So, again, there's not a whole lot to look at because Burford only played, I want to say, like 8 snaps total, right? And so when you're watching it, you see a little bit of Burford just giving up ground. And so hopefully he can kind of correct that. But ultimately, we all know he was a backup with the 49ers and only started because of injury. So we'll continue to track it and just kind of see how he does. We're going to take a look at our free agent Linderbaum, man. In the run game, we all knew that that was where his MO was. That's where he was going to help us the most. And you kind of watch him. He does a damn good job. Not just the initial block, but getting to the second level. Good help, get to the second level, turn him, and
Like
run
that.
him.
That's that 10-yard run, right?
The what?
It's a 10-yard run by Genty.
Yeah, great job. Double turn him, and then just run him.
What is Burford you're doing right there?
Burford
He-
hard right here.
He look lost. Yeah, he got ragdolled.
He just loses his feet. You know what I'm saying? When you lose balance like that, you're going to let D lineman kind of scoop underneath you. But again, Linderbaum right here. Again, double, gets the second level, turns them perfectly. Watch him control the shoulder pads of the linebacker right here. Just get a hold of it. Once you control that shoulder pad, then you can turn them and then you run them. It's a good job by our center. That's what we're looking for. The start of the season.
Good work by Genty too, right there. Kind of picking through the trash.
Next one. Another one with Burford. We'll run it all the way through. Let me run it because I want to remember which one this is. Oh yeah, this is another thing that I saw a couple times. Just bad feet. You'll see it better in the end zone view. Right? When you're in a zone, you want to continue down that line of scrimmage. You saw the lineman wash Tonka Hemingway down the line of scrimmage and almost throw him out the club, right? That's what you want the offensive lineman to do in its own scheme. Once you get a hold of him, once you are able to kind of control and get your hands on him, you got to run him. But what I noticed just there's like 2 times, but he gets a hold and then he just loses him. It's like he's just got bad feet. He trips over his own feet.
Yeah. His balance is not great because he's leaning over right there, about to fall forward. Like, what's wrong with his balance? Like the last play, dude, he got he got his weight over his feet, and dude just ragdolled him down and was able to shed him and get in on the play. It's like his balance is.
His guy ultimately ends up making the play. Good first step. Good job getting position with the initial contact. But then you got to continue, either work them down the line of scrimmage or get those hips around and seal them off. Like, that first step is perfect. Like,
I want to say Glaze does it right here. I would think Glaze is 71. Yeah, I think Glaze does it. You know, he's kind of further away from the play, but he's able to get his hips around.
Yeah, so great job. I believe this is Colton. Good job doubling, helping out, allowing Burford, get your hips around, man. Got to have better feet, get better positioning. He doesn't. He allows. Now, look, he's already lost it. He's already dipped. His head's down. Now he's behind. He's behind the D lineman. Now you're just chasing at that point. So, again, just a couple examples of there's a good chance he might be the weakest link. Let's see him improve. Or Caleb Rogers, man, you might need to step up because I think Caleb Rogers had a pretty good game. Here's just the touchdown pass to Michael Mayer. Wanted to show it. You throw a touchdown. Let's have fun with it.
Yeah, watch this, Chris. Watch this touchdown on Michael Mayer real quick.
As basic of a concept as it was, or like how basic Kubiak ran, what I really loved was the fact that you got a motion coming down, which again tells Kirk Cousins what does the coverage look like, and then you have a lot of action. You have a lot of crossing with the DBs, which is forcing crossing with the receivers, which is forcing the DBs to have to communicate. Yeah. And when you have to communicate, when you force them to communicate, then there's a chance of miscommunication and someone missing their responsibility or their assignment. You kind of see it in this one. So Tucker, he comes in. Jack Besh is basically going to run a clear out route here, which basically what Jack Besh's responsibility is when you clear out. I'm going to try to pause it. You're trying to basically create more kind of a little bit of a screen for any defender trying to get over to Michael Mayer. Michael Mayer does a very good job. Get vertical. Don't show that you're automatically going to the flats. If you show automatically, the defender is just going to sprint and go. But by going vertical first, you're going to freeze the defender that's going to guard him. They stay square. Good break to the outside. But Jack Besh, good job. Just creating a slight wall. Same with Trey Tucker. Creating just this wall for defenders to get over there. But you also see 2 defenders go with Trey Tucker.
Yeah.
I don't know if miscommunication. Maybe one of them was supposed to go with Mayer.
Yeah.
Create that confusion by the crossing of releases.
Yeah. Yeah, by that last second motion too.
Yeah, linebacker's supposed to go out in the flat.
Yeah. I mean, and that's Kubiak knowing they're a man. So when you have those, it won't be quite as easy to confuse them if it was a zone. But if you're a man, then you know God doesn't know who he should carry on that route.
So just wanted to show the touchdown. All right. I think I had to get at least one of. Maybe I have 2. Down here at the bottom, we have a guard. And I will say, Antonio Maffi actually didn't do bad this game. I'm going to give him his flowers. He didn't do bad. Again, we're going against second and third stringers or what have you. He didn't do bad. But there's a guy that plays next to Maffi a lot of the game. I think he goes by maybe first name Charles, last name something. I don't know if we really heard about it too much.
Trent Williams Grant. Charles Trent Williams Grant. Oh, look at this. The future. The prototype.
We'll run this a couple times. I believe this is the one.
Not a couple times. Do it once, man.
You have Jack.
A couple times so the people get stick. You know, you need to. You say you got to repeat something 3 times so it's sticking in your memory. Run it like 2 or 3 times at least.
So here we got a double here. All right, we'll focus on that right now. Good job. You got Charles Grant that I believe goes to the second level. I'm gonna play it through. Oh, he stays. Oh, good job. Hey, just taking his man out the way. Very good job. Just drive block.
Get him out of there. Get him out of there.
Jack Besh. Gotta watch him and his blocking too. Maybe that extra, 10 pounds that I think he put on is gonna help out.
That's a nice block.
That was a good block.
That's nice, real nice
block.
block.
It was.
Good block. I'll give him his flowers for it.
Down too. Okay, woofing too afterwards.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'll play it again for Jack Besh. We'll look here. We'll look at Maffi, Antonio Maffi, then this guy that puts on colors sometimes.
That dog.
Oh, it's mostly Maffi. It was mostly
Get him out of there. Get him out of there. Get him out of there. Get him out of there.
I said mostly Maffi. Maffi got him started off.
And then we'll watch Jack Besh come on down. Jack Besh, I mean, I'm telling you, like, I will.
That was a good block.
A little nasty.
It's a really good block. It's a really good block.
Bink.
Yeah, it's a really good block.
And then finishes them.
Yeah.
That's a good job by Jack Besh. 100%.
No.
All right, so now we're going to get into some Mendoza passes. We're going to get into some Mendoza passes if y'all ready. Do us a favor before we get into this. Double tap the screen now.
Yeah.
Can't take back your like afterwards.
All right. Here we go. Look, we all knew that Mendoza was going to have some jitters. All right, so and look, I'm being very understanding that this is his first game, so this is why I'm not showing. I think he had it was a really good pass or just a good tempo pass to Cedric Jackson, I believe, one of his last series. So I'm not going to show that, but I have that in mind. Very good tempo.
Isn't it? Is this the one Cedric Jackson made a move and got some yards after the catch?
It was right on the sideline. I don't know if it was that one.
Okay,
I do have
a different one.
It was on the sideline, so I didn't show that. I'm not showing every single throw. But trust me, I know that first game jitters for everybody, and I'm giving the same grace that I would, Kieran Crawford or anybody else. So, but this is just first game jitters. I'm gonna run it all the way through. And I also understand that he's still learning the playbook, okay? But in this one, right, he knows, and you can see it. Simple out route, catch, throw. It's got to be a tempo throw. He's got to get it out. He knows that he had to, but you see Devin Tompkins in the slot right here. It's open. It's there. Go with anticipation.
Right there, yeah.
Hit it.
Right there, yeah.
Right? But again, first game jitters. So if he gets this, it's a clean pocket. If he gets this thing out, it's a catch. Maybe he's running after the catch, but he goes to pump it. Then he doesn't pump it. He extends his drop a little bit, then throws it away. Got to be very careful with that. You're still in the pocket. Be very careful
Yeah.
with it. Throw it away like that.
Yeah, I like that he didn't try to force anything. At that point, he kind of knew, hey, I messed it up. Hey, get the ball out, throw it away. Never see another play.
But it's open. It's there. See it, throw it. Bang. So we'll hope he just kind of improves on that. Now, there are examples of him doing a really good job of going through his progression. But if you guys remember, and I'm going to showcase a couple others. Again, this is something, and when I pointed out, it's not saying he can't improve from it. He can. So at Indiana, a lot of times when Mendoza was going through his progression, even though he started left and then went right or vice versa, I don't even know if he's actually reading through a progression. I think he's just going through the motion.
Yeah, just looking.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even think he's processing what he's seeing. He's just, I need to go left to right, but I never saw what was going on in front of me. And you see signs of that. I pointed out multiple times in Indiana, and you're still seeing signs of it. So he's going to start out left. I want you guys to focus on Jack Besh a little bit, but his eyes are going to go left first. That's going to be where his first read goes. And as I play it, Jack Besh is wide open. Now, this is the play, I believe, that he actually gets Mike Washington killed, but I'm not focused on that, okay?
What's it down at this here?
I'm going to pause it as soon as he gets the ball. He opens left, right?
Yeah, you should know he's going to be open if he's doing an out.
He's doing a quick out route. This is a very easy this is a tempo throw, right? Corner's already playing off. You know Jack Besh has an out route. You're already starting left, but what do? You go right, and you almost get Mike Washington killed. But this is a very easy just pitch and catch. These are the type of things that offensive coordinators do just to kind of get your momentum going, just get a feel for the game.
He heard to stay away from that man down there, though. He heard to stay away from that man.
Hey, look. Yes,
because he did close kind of quick.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. Will. Yeah, that's true. Will. Yeah, true.
He was coming.
It's true. Will. Yeah, it is true. Will out there. Yeah, look.
But if you guys remember when I would showcase, and I've showcased it multiple times, when Fernando would get off his first read so quickly, and all of a sudden that first read comes open.
Yeah.
And then he runs.
Yeah.
He takes off, right? Or he instantly goes to his check down. So my question is I don't even know if he's going through his progressions with the intent to actually understand what's in his view. But to go to your check down in this situation and ultimately get Mike Washington killed because a corner is literally sitting out there, you're not even processing Jack Besh. So you could chalk this up. A lot of people will chalk this up and go, "Oh, see, look, he went through his progression." I don't think he's even looking for. I don't even think he's looking through his progression.
Is that cover? Is they're in like a cover 6?
It
looks like it's cover 2. Looks like it's cover 2 to that side, but the way Will Johnson was playing,
3 on this side. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, cover 3 on this side. So yeah, it could be. So defense splitting the field. You got this corner basically dropping, unless I don't know what it might have been, because there was a safety still on top to the left-hand side. So they didn't necessarily roll the safeties too much. They could have rolled maybe a cover 3, possibly. So we have 2 high safeties.
That was a cover 3, just the way that Will came down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
the corner on the other side, he's playing like a cover 2.
Yeah, because
that's why I thought it was like a cover 6.
The receiver to the far right clears, and you don't see it because I wanted to showcase Jack Besh being open. But that corner right now, it's on top of the screen. He throws it to Mike Washington. The corner that kills him was sitting in the flats.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like he was playing the 2.
But again, people will chalk this up. We'll see he goes through his progression. He went left to right, but I honestly don't think he's processing it because Jack Besh is wide open. That's your first read. Throw it with anticipation. Throw it. Hit him with the tempo route, but you go to your backside where you throw it into a sitting cover 2 corner, which isn't good. So, again, rookie mistakes. Let's see him learn from that. Now this is the play that a lot of people are talking about, where he basically throws a deep comeback route, inside comeback route to Malik Benson. This is a very good throw. Chris, I think this goes to your point of him running play action.
Yeah.
And looking very comfortable.
Yeah.
So I had the end zone view as well. So Malik Benson, he's going to basically press the safety deep, does a very good job, hits the comeback route at about 15 yards or so. Mendoza just fires it. But with the end zone view, it's actually a very impressive throw. I'll play it all the way through.
That's really, really, really impressive.
It was a good fake too, actually.
Yeah.
But to me, that was I love that play. That was it.
Yeah. It's very good. Now, it's his first read. You could see his eyes. As soon as he whips his head around, bang, he knows I'm coming here.
Yeah.
But it is only a 2-route concept. And so he knows he's coming here. He knows he's got basically 3 defenders. He's got to fit it in between here. But when I go end zone view, it's going to show that it's an example of what I tried to explain last year, but it's hard to explain it without showing an example of it. But I'll go back one more time, then we'll go end zone view.
Yeah.
Very good
Dot
job.
right there. It's a dot.
Throw. It's a nice throw. Yeah. The ball placement. Yeah.
So I'm going to go end zone view. The end zone view. Oh, man. Can you guys hear that noise?
No.
Okay, good. Because I don't think I showed the audio good. I'm just going to hear it on my side. The end zone view that I got from the All-22 really didn't show it give it justice. So I had to find on the internet what everybody else was showing. So you have basically play action happening. Malik Benson's to the right. He's going to come into view. Okay. So I'm pausing right here. You got Malik Benson at the top of the screen, right? I might move it a little bit more. Okay. So this is a really just good example of throwing a receiver open, right? If Mendoza just fires it right where Malik Benson is, there's a good chance this linebacker tips it or picks it off because this linebacker does a good job. He whips his hips around, gets square. But what Mendoza does is he throws it about 3 yards to the inside of Malik Benson, and then he actually moves Malik Benson to the inside. And so it's a really good job, Fernando, throwing the receiver open. Because, again, if the quarterback throws it where Malik Benson sets up, that at the very least, that linebacker most likely gets a hands on it or it's picked.
Yeah.
And so
It's a nice ball.
you see where that ball is? More inside. He moves Malik Benson because that linebacker already flipped his hips.
Yeah.
If he throws it right there, that's picked.
Yeah. If that was Luke Kuechly, it's still an interception.
So, again,
That's a beautiful ball, man. That's a beautiful pass. Beautiful pass.
so that wasn't even my favorite throw, but again, I just wanted to kind of showcase that to just explain. Just it's a good job of him being able to execute play action, see the defense move behind the defense.
Yeah, and move his receiver with the pass.
Yep. Okay. Now we talked about there's people that made comments about he scrambled, the extended plays and stuff like that. Well, this is something that we saw at Indiana where he is just very quickly to escape the pocket. And when he escapes the pocket, he escapes with the intent to run, not to
In place.
play line the pocket, navigate the pocket properly, step up. Instead of taking a hit step, he just escapes, right? And you see this here. As much as just when you're watching it every day, you're like, man, he got out of the pocket, he extended it, it's great. But if you take a look at the end zone view, so pretty clean pocket, a little bit of pressure coming from his left side, right? You see Jack Besh, basically it's a simple flood concept. You got a flat receiver, you got a clear out route, but you got Jack Besh that's going to basically try to hit that middle route in the flood concept, that middle tier. And so I want you to notice one thing. When Fernando Mendoza, the good quarterbacks, you drop back, you stand strong in the pocket with the intent to throw the football, right? Mendoza, let me do it again. Hold on, let me go back. The problem is Mendoza, he's already sprinting up into the pocket.
Yeah.
He's not shifting. He's not stepping up. He's instantly sprinting. I'm in sprint
ready to
mode.
get out of there.
His eyes are already down. He's not noticing that Jack Besh is now going to there's enough room for him to drill this football to Jack Besh if he wanted to. All right, I'm going to play it again. He's already in sprint mode. You got Jack Besh. If you want to place this ball a little bit underneath, let Jack Besh get down. Still enough room to potentially fire this football if you stepped up with the intention to throw, but instead he's sprinting out. And I'll show the end zone view as well.
Because at Indiana, that's like a 10, 15-yard game.
Yeah.
He wasn't expecting dude to hawk him like that.
So clean. A little bit of pressure to the right. Good quarterbacks, or at least quarterbacks with good pocket presence. You're just going to shift. You're going to shift, and you're going to make sure that you keep the pass downfield open. Keep it alive.
Yeah, shift, reset your feet, and drill that out route. It looked like you started to, and then something.
He saw a little lane, but then I think it's just natural for him. Just the
yeah. Who's that dude that's just locking up that defender right there? Who's that right there?
I knew you
got him on lock.
I'm telling you,
who's that? That's the
pause at the wrong time.
Man,
you definitely paused it at the wrong time.
The Great Wall of China versus Mongolians. You're not getting through.
So, JPJ does get worked a little bit on this one. He's the one that ultimately ends up giving up the pressure to the right-hand side. Again, JPJ had an up and down game. Some plays were good. Some plays were a little off, and this is one of them. But, again, this is where the pocket presence was a concern, right? Here's at this point, just shift the pocket to your left. JPJ's already cut him off. 97 is still walled off a little bit. If you shift here, you're still keeping your ability to pass the ball downfield open. But he's already in sprint mode. He's like, I'm getting out. I'm getting out now. And Jack Besh, again, comes open to where there's enough room to fire the football. And now, instead of throwing the ball away with no gain, you could have had a 10 to 12-yard gain downfield.
Yeah, would have been the first down.
So, same thing we saw. Got a couple more Mendoza, but we're going to break it up a little bit. We're going to take a look at this run. We're going to take a look at this run from this guy back here. We're going to go ahead and play it in this view, and we'll go end zone view as well.
Who was that on the floor right there? Who ended up on the ground?
Oh man!
So the Cardinal defender just suddenly just
not anybody else.
I watched the run. That's how a guy just fall to the ground. Was he influenced to fall to the ground? Did somebody put him on the ground?
Oh man!
Hey, Raquel, do not encourage
me.
Man, like I was trying not to focus on Grant, but I just saw somebody just fall to the ground to just that's all I could see.
Here we go. We're gonna end zone view. All right. This is actually just really good agility. Great footwork by Mike Washington.
Oh,
Jr.
Yeah.
I'll run all the way through one time.
That right there. That second move. First jump cut, then the second jump cut.
Quick one.
To avoid the defender right there.
Oh, yeah.
That's great vision. That's great agility. Great feet.
Yeah, good feet. Yeah.
Then to have the balance to still maintain your balance and be ready to stiff arm that other guy. That's just, and I spoke about it before where if you look at his testing, like the agility test, like the shuttle drills and the 3-cone drill, he was like one of the best running backs at those drills as well. So for a guy his size, he had great feet, but you didn't see him do too much of it at Arkansas. So it was in there, or the physical ability to do it was there. We just didn't see him apply it. And right there on that run, you kind of saw it all come together.
Because honestly, I didn't see this type of vision in Arkansas either.
Yeah, that's one of the things. Like I was high on him early, then I started watching a little bit more of him, and I was like, his vision. I don't know, man. This is another I don't say Zeus situation, but yeah, like a Zeus situation where he has the athleticism, but the vision ain't great.
I saw a few cutbacks in Arkansas that I thought, okay, He sees the cutback lane. It's good cuts. So I thought not that the vision was there, but you showed signs. Okay, like if there's a cutback lane or whatever, I think he's gonna find it. The problem that I had with him with vision was an open space because he just didn't look like he was able to get somewhere unless he had a clear angle to the sideline. Like, he just didn't have the agility to really avoid the blocker or the tackler defender. So, but I'll give my take on it. All right, everybody, because we have to all suffer through this. Here we go. Look at Charles Grant, everybody. Let's see what this guy does. We'll look at Jack Best too, because Jack Best had a really good block too.
A really nice block too. Connor Hayward too.
Yeah, Connor.
Yeah, exactly. All right, everybody, focus on this guy right here, man.
Oh, we done seen it, man. We done seen it.
Look at this guy. Look at him.
He thought he was getting out in the club, but then he got thrown out of the club.
Good job. He attempted
not getting in here.
Attempted a little swim. Charles Grant let him pay for it. All right, Jack Best is going to come down here. We'll see Jack Best. Jack Best does a good job. Square up on the safety.
Yeah, it's a nice block.
Good job.
But it's like I said before, part of it is that, Mike Washington influences that safety with his initial movement. And he puts him in a position for Jack Best to be able to make that block and make it, have the angle to make that block much easier. Because he's thinking he's going that way. He jumps back, and now Jack Best is in a great position.
Connor Hayward, great job.
Fantastic job.
Man.
Shit, Meredith. Is that Meredith right there?
No, it is, guys.
Oh, no.
I don't know if anybody was going to notice it.
Yeah. Okay.
Good job on Meredith, too.
Yeah.
All right, Meredith. I like that.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go back and just, I just want to point out one little thing. My guy Meredith, you don't care if he's getting screwed over playing at center. What's he do right here?
I ain't mad at it.
He's running down there. He's getting some more work. He's celebrating.
He's happy. He's cheering his teammates on. It don't matter.
I think JPJ does it like you said. Well, you probably can't see it in this view. JPJ does like the first down thing.
Oh yeah.
Everybody out there having a good time, man. Everybody having a good time. I like the physicality Jack Best had on that block. He wasn't up in there like I'm just going to get in the way. Yeah, I'm about to lay a hammer on you.
Yeah,
get you up out of there.
So hell of a job.
You punching right there,
Washington, man. This initial cut that he has is damn good, and the vision to know that second defender's coming.
Yeah,
make a move on him and keep that balance because that defender gets a piece of his legs. So this cut right here, bang, and then he sees that.
Yeah, so twitchy. Yeah.
Woo. See, Genty would have tried to run that dude over.
Yeah,
that's
got a 8-yard gain. That's it.
And that's what I was telling people. Not even 8-yard gain. We'll play maybe fall forward a few yards. But I was saying, like, your job as a running back, every offensive coordinator, you got to make one guy miss. You got to make at least one guy miss. And if he doesn't make this guy miss, if he tries to run this guy over, like I said, it's like 5, 6, 7-yard gain tops, right? But the fact that he was able to make that guy miss and then had the wherewithal to stiff arm another guy, and Ian Thomas came in and helped clean that up too at the end. So that's good effort by him because Ian Thomas could have been like, all right, my job is done. Ian Thomas went looking for some more work and cleaned up that other guy, and that's what helped extend the run as well.
So yeah, just having the vision of making that impressive cut off of the back of Meredith, but then understanding the positioning of this defender and making sure you cut back up, even though he gets a piece of his legs, but then also understanding I got another defender coming. I'm gonna stiff arm you and I'm getting to the sideline. I'm running to open space. We'll go back and we'll just rewatch it. And here we go.
Open.
But that was one of the first things.
That is so cool.
Yeah, that cut was it.
That's nice.
That was one of the first things that I was like, man, I'm gonna have to mention it. That's the difference between creating your own success and Genty wanting to just run somebody over. Genty would have ran over that second defender. That first defender that Mike Washington made miss. He would just run him over.
Yeah, or try to, and then he got tackled by the guy that Mike Washington was able to stiff on.
It's the things that we pointed out all last season that even when Genty had opportunity, he would run and cut back to defenders all day long. So great job by Mike Washington Jr. And I also think, and it's one of the things that I said before, is that it's like Mike Washington, he might have those flashy runs where, again, Genty might have 16 rushes for 70 yards, but Mike Washington might have 9 rushes for 65 yards.
Yeah.
Their yardage might be very similar by the end of the season. So just because that's what Mike Washington can do. But again, it's early. We'll see how it works out.
Yeah.
All right, back to Mendoza. We only got a handful left. Again, just got done showing some really good reads. There's a couple other good throws, but also it's just his ability to read the defense, right? Understand what's happening in front of him. We've talked about it when we broke down his game film. So we have motion coming down. There's going to be basically a 3-receiver concept. You're going to have Devin Tompkins. On the inside, you're going to have Ian Thomas kind of run a short curl, and you have Dylan Labe run a little bit of a swing route to the left-hand side.
Yeah.
And so here's my thing is when we broke down Fernando's game film, if it wasn't RPO, if it wasn't back shoulder fade, I had a really big question mark as to whether or not is he seeing and trusting his eyes, or is he seeing, or is he just taking off? And we showcased it a lot of times. So I'm going to play it here. We're going to go ahead and run it through. So we have Devin Tompkins open it up right here. Simple dig route right in the middle of the field. You have Ian Thomas curling up. You're basically reading a defender that's underneath Ian Thomas. If this defender sits, then you hit Dylan Labe. If he extends to Dylan Labe and that corner's playing off, you got Ian Thomas. Simple, quick hit. You got the offensive line doing a really good job opening up the passing lane.
Mm-hmm.
Mendoza, what does he do? What was his tendency in Indiana? If I don't see it, I don't understand it. My first read isn't available.
Just second round.
And he takes off.
Yeah, it's the kind of hits you don't want to take.
So we see it here. It's a better view. Motion over. Tompkins wide open. Bang, hit it. You got yourself a 10-yard. You got yourself an 8 to 10 yard gain. You got Ian Thomas wide open right there. Hit him, and he knows because of the drop back that Mendoza takes right here. He knows it's a quick hitter. You're getting the ball out quick.
Yeah.
Perfect passing lane right here. Offensive line opens it up. What does he do? He takes off. He's got to get out of this tendency. So these are things that.
Man, why was there so much room on that side of the field?
What?
Why is there so much room on that side of the field? I mean, who's blocking over there right now? Well, whoever's blocking on that side, man, is doing a hell of a job. My God. I mean, like the lane was wide open. Nobody there at all.
I don't know if I want to play this again. It's only because he's got basically like a 7 technique, wide 9 out here. It almost created itself. Okay. Severe guy. Damn it. But again, it's just you got to throw with anticipation. It's not throwing when they're open. It's throwing as they're getting open. Ian Thomas, the linebacker's already committed to Labe. Bang. Hit him. Or Devin Tompkins.
Yeah, Devin Tompkins right there. Because the DB has his back turned too.
So these are the throws that with Mendoza, you have to sit in the pocket with the intention to want to throw the football. And so he's got to get out of this tendency of if I don't see it, then I'm running. He's got to be able to see it in front of him. We'll play one more time and we'll get to the next one. And I'll tell you, I guess I'll do it again. Look, again, this is kind of, I think, second quarter, third. Mafi does a very good job as well. He actually did a pretty good job. Mafi, right here on the inside, number 56. He had obviously a much better game than what he showed anytime last season.
All right, Meredith, I see you go over there putting in work too.
Yeah, I was going to say something, but
Meredith over there putting in work too.
Yeah.
My dog out there on the island by himself though. It's a survivor. You out there with it. You're out there with Wilson. Cast.
Again, there were moments where you can see him actually go through a fulfilled read. Okay, some don't know what he's looking at, but others, and so I believe this is the one where he gets Ian Thomas on the backside. So he does open up a left. You could have hit Mike Washington Jr.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He had that one kind of early.
Yeah, but there's really not a whole lot left, right? So he's going through his progression. He started out left. He starts out left, all right? So he just doesn't take this route, which I'm not mad at it. That's fine. You want this receiver to kind of create a little bit of a pick or a little bit of a screen to delay this linebacker getting over there. I don't think they did a great job, so I'm not too mad. But he starts out left, and then he works all the way back to get Ian Thomas on this little bit of a whip. I call it a whip route, but he bends back inside. And he hits him. I take that. To me, I feel like, okay, that's a better example of just a good fulfilled progression. He got down to his fifth read. I'm good with it. I like it.
Yeah, I'll take that all day.
I'm not mad at that either. I mean, your protection not always gonna hold up that long for you to be able to do it. Like, see, he a split second later, that's a script. So you kind of want to get the ball out quicker if you can. But I'm not mad at that. I like him going through his progressions.
I don't have the end zone view, but I think what I also like is you watch his feet, right? As his head moves, his feet move with it. That's one of the things that I want to watch for. Is how's his body following his eyes, and I think he did a really good job on this one, to where he gets his feet in position, even with the check down to Ian Thomas. I think he did a good job just with his progression, with just his eyes and body through the fulfilled read. So I like it. I definitely think it was a good one to
who hit Mendoza on that play? Oh, never mind. Carry on.
I knew that was coming.
Trying to injure our franchise quarterback. Hey.
You know to get the proper depth on his drop back. That's why. Did not get the proper. It was three-step drop, Mendoza. Why you back here?
So, all right. I'm not going to replay that one. All right, we'll go to the touchdown. But again, good job with the fulfilled read. Again, there's times where I'm not sure if he sees what's happening in front of him, but there are times where you definitely got to give him credit with, some of the things that I had concerns with. But this is a touchdown. It's a really good job, really good scheme up by Kubiak. At the same time, you got Mike Washington that rotates over. You adjust him, makes the linebackers move, shift down a little bit, which allows Mendoza to understand, okay, there's a window
right there. Yeah.
It's good pre-snap read.
So, but at the same time, what I think also makes this work is Ian Thomas. Watch Ian Thomas's release. I think I have the end zone view. When you watch Ian Thomas's release, his job, run right at that linebacker. Because if you run at that linebacker, you freeze the linebacker. Then the only other
one matchup right there
that has to be completed is Jack Besh. Get that inside positioning, get the inside release. You freeze the linebacker. Safety is never going to be able to jump it. And you got that window to throw it. I'll go to the end zone. I'll play it one more time all the way through, and we'll go to the end zone view.
Yeah, that was nice.
So, yeah, Ian Thomas, you just get to the linebacker, settle up on the goal line. You'll see it right here. When you shift this over, they shift over. Ian Thomas gets to the linebacker, settle on the goal line, so you freeze that linebacker. Just that right there holds that window open. So, I think it's one, very good of the play call, good design, good job with Fernando kind of processing everything, seeing it. Great job by Jack Besh getting inside leverage. Hits the window. Great ball placement. Good stuff. Can't hate on that.
Yeah, one thing I noticed on that play is It's crazy how big Jackson Power Johnson's helmet is, bro. That's
I know.
Ends up being-
it's crazy how big this man's helmet is. This is wild.
I think he does have that extra cap on it.
Yeah,
Like
he
there's like
got
that
to,
extra
bro.
layer. So yeah.
Helmet is crazy.
All right, let's see. Just a few more. Which one's this one? Okay. So again, it's all about understanding the down and distance. Now, I'm only going to preface this. There are times where coaches might tell you to go somewhere, especially in preseason. Maybe they're trying to figure something out. Maybe they're trying to test you, or they're trying to get the ball to a specific receiver. I don't know. But in preseason, you test things out. But in a normal game, if this was a normal game, this is 3rd and 3. So with this being 3rd and 3, Fernando Mendoza has to just understand, like, you got to take this shot. You get the first down if you take this shot. And so if you look, you're going to look at at the top of the screen.
Yeah, right there.
There it is. Just take the shot.
Quick throw, yeah.
It's 3rd and 3. That's exactly how it's intended. I'm going to go back. You see Ian Thomas's release. Ian Thomas is basically going to try to cause a little bit of chaos, a little bit of confusion here. He's going to try to extend these guys. My bad. This guy, he's going to try to extend these guys a little bit deep, cause some confusion to allow Devin Tompkins to have a little bit of separation. It's 3rd and 3. Fernando, as soon as Devin Tompkins curls up, bang, you hit him. There it is.
Right there. Yeah.
First down.
First down. Yeah.
Take what the defense gives you.
It's a nice lane out there too.
So again, ultimately, it ends up with him having to throw the ball away. He gets crushed.
By who?
Hey, that man was out the club, right? If you go outside the club and get beat up, I threw him out the club. I threw him out the club.
Oh God. Boy, Granson to get our boy killed.
I threw him out the club. You went outside.
Every single time Mendoza get hit.
He was out the club. I threw him out the club. You walked outside and got punched on. That's on you.
We got what is this? All 2000. Jewels out there, man.
Appreciate it. Unk alert.
Man, facts, man. I'm officially Unk now.
Congrats.
Look, his eyes are there. That's the great part about a helmet on the a stripe on the helmet. You see him. He's looking that way.
Yeah.
So 3rd and 3.
Yeah, it's right
I
there.
get it.
Get rid of it.
Right in there, man. Good ball placement. Low into the inside.
Yeah.
There's your first down. Instead, he does his normal, kind of escapes out the pocket. Now, he is looking that way. My thing is, I'm not exactly sure. Maybe he's looking for the outside receiver here because there isn't outside that number 1 receiver at the top of the screen. He's going to run a deep out route.
There's no reason to go. Yeah.
But
get the first and keep going.
Take the first, but also the pocket is still. He wants to escape pretty quickly. If you step up and drive that ball, you're going to take it.
Oh, I didn't realize he was open like that. Oh yeah, I'm tripping.
Yeah, damn, he sure is. Yeah.
Yeah, the dude fell.
Yeah.
You talking about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna point that out as well.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I'm like, oh, I didn't see that.
Well, his defender failed.
Yeah,
Ian Thomas?
Yeah.
Ian Thomas, he wasn't a scorer, but he would have nice yardage though.
We got to the 40.
Exactly.
We got some more jewels being thrown out there.
Appreciate it.
Man, love it, man. Appreciate you. But again, pretty clean pocket. Again, if you just step up and drive this football, now that if he's looking out this way, now the receiver's starting to come open, right? Again, any type of out route, you got to throw with anticipation. You don't throw when he's open, you throw as he's getting open. And so either 3rd and 3, just take the simple route, or step up with the pocket, drive this football. You're going to take a hit. That's your quarterbacks are basically tackling dummies, right?
Yeah.
So drive this football. But if you don't, you go ahead and you escape the pocket. And the problem is when he escapes the pocket, we've seen it. He doesn't necessarily keep his eyes downfield.
Yeah.
He's looking to run. He's looking to take off. And if his eyes were downfield, not sure if he's concerned about this defender, but Ian Thomas is
Man, he was looking to run. And he saw the defender. He changed his mind.
Yeah.
He saw the defender screaming at him. The club was clear. The vestibule was clear. And then he walked outside into the curb and got punched.
Exactly. So we'll run this one through. You'll see. Just don't pay attention to this guy over here on the left-hand side.
That's not on you, son of Trent. You did your job. Look. Yo, he tried to do a spin move? Oh, bro. Come on.
So I think we all can agree, again, take what the defense gives you, right?
That's how you slip
3rd
it
and
down.
3, just take it. This is what he's got to do. Man, all right, we're getting more here. He's making it work. Appreciate you.
That's what I'm talking about. Salute to you, man.
Making it rain over here.
Oh, man.
That happy poop comes out of anywhere.
Hey, we'll take that. We'll take the happy poop.
You take all of that.
So, second to last one. This one, again, really good full field read. This is probably, as much as we showcased the one where basically that comeback middle of the field, threw the receiver open off a play action, very good throw.
Is the backside dig?
Is the backside dig. This is what I like.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna name no names, but there was another quarterback that we did a film breakdown on. This is what that quarterback did. This is what Fernando rarely ever did in college. This is what I want to see. He starts out left, drops back. He starts out left, works his way back, hits that inside dig. That is not an easy throw.
Not at all. Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? Not an easy throw. We'll play it again. I don't have the end zone view.
Like that. Take that all day.
That's beautiful.
That is.
Take that all day.
So those are one of those things that in my opinion, that right there is an NFL style throw. He's going to have to do that. Clint Kubiak is going to ask him to do that day in and day out.
Yeah.
We'll do it one more time. Starts out left, comes back, understands the linebacker moves, sees the opening, hits that backside dig. Gotta love it. So, again,
good route by Malik too. Nice pacing on the route.
I don't know if that's Malik. I think that is
EJ.
82. I'm forgetting who 82 is.
Yeah, I think it's EJ. I think it's EJ Williams.
EJ Williams. You're right. Hey, EJ Williams. They did that. Have that
chemistry there. The chemistry there.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Moore. Just dropping some jewels, man. I appreciate you, Moore. I'm just gonna keep clicking on them, man. Appreciate you.
Jeez.
Last one. No, definitely showed a good one. Again, take this for what it's worth. This is the last throw of the day. This is the
Devin Tompkins one.
shot. Yeah, Devin Tompkins.
Yeah. He has somebody for a first down underneath. He didn't take the shot. Sebesh, I think. Nah, whoever that is.
I mean, has the guy open? These are the type of these are the type of connections that you're gonna want to see your number one overall pick make, right? But it's preseason. Let me go back one more time. We'll just show it. But good read. It was the right read. At least Devin Tompkins, he was open.
Yeah, but you see down at the bottom of the screen, who was that down there?
Ian Thomas. I don't remember the down.
No, down at the 10.
Man,
that is.
Oh wait,
Is that Alberto? No, I cannot. Alberto ain't gonna get that open. Never mind.
calm down, man. Calm down. I would old fashioned.
Alberto ain't getting that open. It can't be him.
I don't know who 81 is.
Yeah, he's open though. I mean,
yeah.
I'm not mad at Mendoza taking go on for a touchdown. I'm not mad at that, but he had an easy first down right there.
Well, you got Ian Thomas wide open down here. You got this dig route on the back end, open, right? He does take the shot, and technically Devin Tompkins was open as well. I think I was listening to Rundown actually, and I think Rundown kind of made a good point. I think this was his last throw of the game, so maybe he was just trying to take a shot and screw it. Again, you never know what the coaches are asking him to do. So maybe that was his intention. I'm just gonna take the shot, but Devin Tompkins, he was open. So
that's Derek Young at the bottom.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at that, man. I like the aggression. I'm good with the aggression. They're going for the touchdown.
I almost felt like that route could have been better
by Tompkins.
Yeah,
I mean, I think if Mendoza, if he puts a little bit more,
angle that more that back pylon.
Yeah, but I think he was going there. I think if Mendoza puts a little more air under it and a little bit further to the back pylon, I think it's a completion. Remember, Devin Tompkins is 5'8".
I just felt like he like rounded it, but yeah.
So yeah, I don't mind the shot. Again, I don't remember what the down and distance was.
I think that was third. I want to say it's third and something. I believe like third and 7 or something like that.
Your intention is to get the first down. There was plenty of options underneath, but you went deep. We're not gonna. It is what it is, and wish you would have completed that pass because it would have been honestly that would have had the entire fan base erupting. Everybody that's on that loves Fernando. So, and then we'll go ahead. We'll get one more for this guy over here. Even though we all can pay attention, just Trey Zune, our third-round draft pick. Again, I think Trey Zune had a very solid day. Nothing flashy, just did a really good job protecting. But then we'll watch our third round first. Watch our third rounder first. Good job, hand inside.
Oh, okay.
Back. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
solid.
Good rep.
I'm not mad at that at all, man. Solid progress from third rounder. Then we watch our other third rounder, the future. The prototype.
One more time.
You can pass off that stunt. Nice. Good job by Mafi too, though. I ain't mad at that. Good job by Mafi too.
Mafi actually had a decent game.
Mafi did. Mafi was solid. Mafi's a big boy, man. Mafi looked different than everybody else out there. Bro. He's a big boy.
he's just a cylinder.
Bro. He's different than everybody out there, man.
No, hell of a job of passing off the stunt. It's a really good job. But then hey, look at Charles Grant with his little kick step, getting out there, showing a little bit of agility, a little bit of balance. Maybe that wrestling history. Maybe I'm working him up too much. I don't know what to tell you.
Man, he's been working with his illegitimate father in the off season.
Oh my God.
Oh man. All right. So look. That's it. That's the end of game film, man. We appreciate everybody doing us a big favor. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. So look, again, good, the bad, the ugly, right? We showed some of Fernando Mendoza that I think a lot of people can be excited about. Also showed the tendencies that he showed in college, and they're still kind of rearing that head, right? He's continuing those tendencies of whether or not he's really seeing what's in front of him, processing it correctly, just hitting those easy checkdowns when the defense gives you it, and then just kind of having that tendency to kind of take off and run when that option, that first or second option, isn't there. So that's definitely something he's got to correct. But he is a rookie. Let's keep this train rolling, see how he moves forward. We definitely took a look at the defense, Mike Washington Jr.'s run, which I think was good. So chat, let us know what your thoughts on the film breakdown. We definitely appreciate it. But Chris, I'm gonna throw it to you first, man. Just overall thoughts after seeing the film. Just how do you feel going into Thursday's game? Do you think that there was just a little more promise than you thought or expected before the game started?
Yeah, I think going in, like I said, the bar was pretty low, so it was good to see some of those guys just kind of do some of the things that I haven't seen them do on tape as of yet. So I think Mendoza did it. There's a lot of question marks. How was Kirk Cousins going to look? I think he was very efficient. Jack Besh. I mean, honestly, I think the offense overall did pretty well. And actually, some of those, like I said, the year two guys, man, you saw Charles Grant, do some work, and so that was always good to see, and it pains me to say that. So, but no, it was good to see, and then just seeing some of our young rookies, get some work, and some of them got baptized by fire, but they was able to get some stuff going, man. So, to me, again, I think this week is going to be huge for us, to see what we can do in these joint practices. So really going to be paying attention to the reports there.
Yeah, man. And Lamar, when we see, I don't know when we'll see. There was the next comment you had, Mendoza. No, Tim in the building would love to see Mendoza behind Linderbaum. Unless he's starting, I'm not sure if we're going to see it. But severe thoughts on just the game film, the tape, thoughts before the preseason game, and thoughts going into the next one.
Yeah, man, I think it was a solid debut for Mendoza. Like I said, saw some things we wanted to see in terms of on that backside dig. I mean, just the going through the progressions there, the throw there was impressive. That nice layer throw he made over the outreach hands of the linebackers. Beautiful throw right there as well. So we see the talent there. We see making some baby steps, progress towards being a full-fledged NFL starting caliber quarterback. So it's good, man. Just at the end of the day, you just want him to keep on stacking those kind of performances one on top of the other, and just get better day by day. Was impressed with what I saw from Mike Washington as a runner. His few good reps in pass pro as well. Obviously, Charles Trent Williams Grant. I mean, what more do I need to say, man, guys? It's the big plays.
Got a quarterback killed twice.
Was there? Hey, quarterback almost got himself killed. All right. The first time he didn't get to his landmark properly, and the second time he walked outside into the crowd. All right, I already had you protected. But I bet he's making progress. Obviously, he's a small school guy, so you see the feet, you see the long arms. You see, hey, he when he gets a chance to finish the play, he's gonna finish it. That was good. I was surprised by what I saw from Mafi. Man, Mafi looked solid out there.
He did.
Mafi looked solid out there. Like what I saw from Benson. I think overall, man, it's a lot of positive takeaways from the preseason game, and I'm just looking forward to see what we do in these joint practices against the Texans. I don't think we see much of our starting lineup in the second week, just because a lot of that is going to be done, in the joint practices. Maybe another series. I don't even know if they'll do that. Maybe they'll do that just because I doubt if we see any of them in that third one. So maybe they'll get the starters maybe one more week in like a game situation. But yeah, man, this is a big one because Texans ain't playing, man. You got Kamari Lassiter out there, you got Derek Stingley out there, Jalen Petrie, Will Anderson, Daniil Hunter, Cal. I want to see what Caden McDonald does against our interior offensive line. See what that looks like. See them wrestle on the inside, and see what our second round pick who we elected to take over Caden McDonald. See if he is able to make a contribution at all.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, I've already given my take. I talked a lot when we broke down the game film, but if you guys missed it, definitely tap in. Go back. We covered the defense, the good, the bad, the ugly. We covered a lot of Fernando Mendoza's throws, the Mike Washington Jr. run. Again, just kind of looking at Spencer Burford and just trying to, if he is slotted as the starter, you see guys behind him like Caleb Rogers. I didn't showcase Caleb Rogers, but he played really solid.
Yeah, how much did he play? Did he play the whole second half?
He played quite a bit.
Really?
And so I mean, minimum a full quarter. Minimum. I want to say play closer to 2, but you saw Charles Grant get some pretty solid play. JPJ was a little up and down. Obviously, we saw the one play where he just completely kind of gave up the pass rush to his outside shoulder.
Completely. My God.
Forced Mendoza to basically, panic and get out the pocket. But at the end of the day, I think that there is going to be a very, very intense guard battle. And ultimately, this offensive line has to be right. It's got to be right. I think we have enough pieces to have a good competition. So that'll be definitely something I'm going to be looking forward to as the preseason goes on. And hopefully, like we said, hopefully Jack Best can start stacking good days. If he can start stacking good games, then I think he can start to convince a lot of us that, look, he can now become reliable. So, but yeah, definitely tap in. Check the replay of us breaking game film down. We kind of did our winners and losers of the preseason game and kind of went into more detail with that. So we appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with us. Had almost 200 in the building, man. We definitely appreciate you guys. All the I'd say the super chats, the subscribers, the jewels, the poop scoops, whatever you want to call them. We definitely appreciate throwing that out there. All the people viewing, we appreciate the feedback y'all gave us. So before we get out of here, man, Severe. Also, we're going to be at the home opener. If you're going to be there, definitely hit us up. Let us know if you're going to be there. Well, we'd love to put names to faces. Shout out to Dub Raider. He's going to have an event on Saturday at Tap and Ash. Go check that out. We're going to be there. Myself and Severe, they're going to be going to SoFi to go check out the game, see it close by. We're not going to go into the game. We're definitely going to go check it out. Chris, let everybody know what's going on week 3 with New Orleans as well.
Yeah, so New Orleans, like I said earlier, man, we're going to be kicking it out there on Bourbon Street, man. Got a private party going on, thrown by the crew, the tailgating group out in Oakland, man. So myself, Severe, Turf, a lot of people want to be there. I think the Black Hole's actually going to be a part of it as well, so it should be pretty good. Hit me up if you guys want a ticket, because it's actually going to be open bar and all you can eat food as well. So it's right there at Pat O'Brien's on Bourbon Street. So it's going to be a good time.
That's going to be crazy. That is going to be wild.
Wow.
Yeah, Chris, follow it up, man. Let everybody know where they can find you, what you got going on, and the show you got with Dub on the weekends.
Yeah, man. So I just kick it with my boys here every Wednesday and Sunday. But I don't know how many 3-hour shows I can do on Sunday. Again, I'm over getting tired. I'm sleepy. But
East Coast.
And then also, I got my show with my boy Dub Raider. So make sure you guys, subscribe to him. We just do a quick little show. It's a pre-recorded show that drops on Sunday. So definitely hit it up, man. Appreciate all the support. Appreciate the jewels, man. Keep sending them jewels. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it a habit.
Right.
Severe, man. Let everybody know what you got going on.
You guys know what it is, man. It's Severe Raider here on YouTube, Snapchat, TikTok, XIG, Kick, Twitch, True Social. Holla at your boy, man. Holla at your boy. Tuesdays and Thursdays in my dog fair on the field, the 50-50 show and around the shield. Sundays and Wednesdays in the Raider Roar Room. Chris from Protect the Shield and 805 Raider. Yeah, I'll be out in New Orleans. I will be at the home opener, and I'll be at week 2 as well to tailgate. I ain't going inside that stadium. So, and I also will be at the Jets game in New York as well. So, if anybody's out there on the East Coast, anybody plans on going there, I'll let your boy, man. I will be there as well. So, hey, everybody, you want to meet Severe Raider? I want to meet y'all.
100%, man. If you guys don't know, I'm 805 Raider. My channel's Real Talk Raider Nation. I basically just rock out in the Raider War Room. I might do a solo live here and there, but this is what I do. If you guys, it'll be my first time doing it, probably my last time doing it. I will go live this Thursday for the game. So I'm going to go live for the game this Thursday for the Houston preseason game. And I'm also during that entire game, we're going to be doing basically a raffle. It's going to be a $10 raffle. We're going to be raffling off 3 jerseys. And so it'll be a jersey of choice between Bowers, Mendoza, and Genty. Cheeto Linus is going to be providing the jerseys. He's already got the money, so we got it all ready to go. So we're going to be basically doing that, watching the game, hanging out, having a couple drinks, maybe playing a couple games, just enjoying the game. But you'll have an opportunity to get involved in a raffle and then potentially win a jersey at the end of it. Again, we'll be raffling off 3 jerseys, and the proceeds are going to be going to a very good cause, not going to me, even though I'm doing it. 100% of the proceeds is going to go to a good cause, I promise you, and we'll announce that cause at the end of the show after the raffle's done. So definitely, if you want a chance at a jersey, again, of your choice, definitely tap in. It'll be $10 per entry, and hopefully you guys join and get involved in that. So
give me an Albert O jersey. Can they choose an Albert O jersey if they win?
If they go get that one of the that jersey is going to be a collector's item in about 2 weeks.
man.
Oh man. Hey, Big Luck. Hey, hey, if you want a Butler jersey, you just let me know. I know you won't.
Yeah,
You won't. Oh, God damn it. So,
I
man,
want.
appreciate y'all. Yeah,
I
definitely
want-
tap in on Wednesday. We'll go live Wednesday and just do basically a pregame or just a preview of the game on Thursday, and then I'll be going live on Thursday. So definitely tap into it. So again, appreciate y'all, man. Hey, have a great rest of your night. Have a great rest of your evening. Have a great start to your week. We'll see you on Wednesday. Appreciate y'all. We're out of here. Dixon, Jesus. We're out. Peace.
Peace.